Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Grimm, and today we'll be playing Detective Grimoire, a classic point-and-click adventure game. We're playing this because this is made by SFB Games, I'm sorry. And if you don't know who they are, they're the same people who make Crow Country. And that game was fucking amazing, so I'm excited to play this.
"2025 last night, a murder occurred in a remote part of this swamp. A small tourist attraction, deep within the heart of the marsh.
Hold on. A tourist attraction? Here? I don't get it. Why would anyone come here by choice?
I've explained this already. This area is famous.
Famous. All I read was that some idiot thought they saw an alien here 100 years ago.
Get your facts straight for once. We're talking about a creature that's lived in the swamp for over 60 years.
Okay, so it's a 60-year-old alien. I still don't see why it matters.
If it matters to anyone, it's you. That creature is our prime suspect.
The murder suspect?
That's right. This is no Loch Ness monster. You need to be taking this seriously.
No, look, come on. How am I supposed to arrest something that might not exist?
You've always enjoyed a challenge before. You can start by reading this.
Our case file? There's not a lot of it, is there?
As usual, we only know the bare essentials at this point.
Alright. So, this whole entire game has animated characters that actually have voice lines and dialogue. This was made back in 2014, which is crazy to me. Basically, it's very impressive what I'm saying. Anyways, police file. Boggy's bod. Richard Ranton, founder of tourist attraction Boggy's bod, was found dead outside his office at 20:45 last night. That's military time. If you don't know, that is for 8:45 p.m. Exact cause of death is unknown. 3 small wounds to the chest suggest an attack from a clawed creature. Slime footprints around the wound. Slime around the wound and footprints found at the scene suggest that the culprit was Boggy, the legendary swamp creature. Any of the 7 other people present in the swamp last night could hold vital information. Oh, and these are just pictures. So he's dead. Ew. Okay. That's the fucking suspect? Alright.
Our murder victim, Richard Remington, he was in charge of this, tourist attraction. Boggy's Bog? What a name.
Boggy is the name of our creature. Well, nowadays it is.
You mean that stupid cartoon character? I've heard of him. That thing is our murder suspect?
There's more to Boggy than the cartoon character, I promise you. This is the place it all began. You'll find out soon enough.
Chapter 1. A swamp full of secrets.
Your case file is in the top right. You can look at your clues and suspect profiles in here. When you've collected some, of course. I'll stay and guard our boat, so if you're confused, come back here and I'll help you.
Alright. So the main objective of this game is basically going around talking to suspects, just anybody in the area, finding clues, and gathering documents. And it shows you how far you are in doing all of this. I don't know about these challenges, but we'll see. Click and hold the back button to exit immediately from menus. Oh, okay.
that's where I need to go. I can switch to walk mode with the button in the bottom right. Oh,
Interesting.
and if I'm feeling confident, I can turn off those sparkly hit icons in the options menu.
You know what? Screw it. We're gonna turn this off for now. Alright. I want this to actually be a bit challenging. This is a short game. Actually, wait, really quickly. Fuck off.
Ah, back so soon, Grimoire? What's troubling you?
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing.
Getting rusty, I see. Don't panic, I'll go over the basics. First of all, you can examine things you find in the swamp by tapping on them. My advice is to be thorough. You won't regret it.
What about the suspects?
That's simple. Just tap on anyone you meet and begin talking to them. You'll eventually be able to choose from a list of topics, some of which might not be available at first. So you'll need to visit each suspect several times. My advice is to be
thorough and I won't regret it. Yeah, I got it. Talk to everyone about everything.
If you must put it so bluntly, you can move around the swamp by selecting walk mode with the button on the bottom right, and then choosing a direction.
Yeah.
So, wait. What's the button on the top right?
That's the most important button of all. It opens your case file. It's where you keep all...
Oh, I remember. I keep all my notes in there. Everything about suspects, clues, and the areas.
Okay.
Precisely. It should help you decide what you need to do next. Good luck.
I won't be skipping dialogue, but that was literally a tutorial, y'all.
Water is black and deep. My favorite kind.
Ah! Back so soon? What's trouble?
So, where are we? It feels like the middle of nowhere.
That's a fairly accurate description. We've arrived at a tourist attraction known as Boggy's Bog. Legend has it that a mysterious creature lives in this swamp.
Right, that's Boggy.
Exactly. And in recent years, it seems somebody has tried to commercialize that legend. And the swamp itself.
But the owner was the murder victim, wasn't he?
Yes, unfortunately, he'll be unavailable for questioning.
No shit, he's dead.
Back so soon, Grimoire?
Your mustache is troubling me. That thing seems to be longer every time I see you.
You've been warned about this, detective. Don't talk about my facial hair, and I won't talk about yours.
What's wrong with mine? It's perfectly under control. It's trimmed and ready for action.
Grimoire, you're supposed to be investigating a murder. Stop wasting time.
A simple wooden dock. Looks like it can just about hold my weight. A lot of fog and a lot of trees. I can't wait to visit that area.
Yeah, basically the whole game is just you going around checking everything out. By the way, before we continue, I want to clear something up. I know my name's Grimm. I did not name myself after this guy. I literally forgot his name was Grimoire.
Wow, you didn't get lost yet.
No, I only just got here. Who are you?
You don't remember. Of course, you're not great at remembering. I should be offended, though.
Also, I said I am not named after this guy. I'm not. Anyways.
You're that weird girl from the fairground.
Saw your hat blow through here already. You must be slow, if it wouldn't even wait for you.
Well, if you'll let me, I'd better go after it. You can wait here and behave.
You'll get lost. I would never forgive myself if I let you go through without the map.
You have a map of the swamp?
Not anymore. I'm giving it to you.
You should really stay here. It's dangerous. There's been a murder. Although I suppose you know all about it already?
They're saying it was the creature, but it can't be him. He doesn't seem like a killing sort of creature. Nope. He's a different sort of creature.
Wait, what do you mean? If you... she disappeared. I might pretend I imagined her. It's an old statue of Boggy. His feet are hidden in a bucket of murky water. Is an opportunity for a photographic memento. The two characters are an explorer and Boggy himself. Are they fighting?
Okay.
Just an odd old tree. I still don't quite understand why we have a tourist attraction here. Don't forget to use walk mode to move around.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
I still don't.
Blah, blah, blah.
I don't.
Okay. So I've actually played.
Just my luck, the gate's closed. Looks like I can move these metal latches around. I should just have to slide at least one of them out of the bottom of the lock. Then I'll be able to get through this gate. Probably.
And here's the main appeal of the game. Well, not the main appeal, but there's puzzles. I remember they're pretty simple. I never played this game before. I played the sequel. Most of the puzzles there were pretty easy. There were a few... what's the word? There were a few difficult ones, but eh.
Hey, nice. I might get one of these from my office. This is the tourist attraction? The whole thing just doesn't make sense to me. Let's do some thinking. Drag any two stray thoughts into those slots at the bottom, and flick through the connecting statements in between to make a sentence. Tap the confirm button to try it out. I just have to focus my thoughts and reach a conclusion. Boggy's Bog seems like the middle of nowhere. The swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money. It's really bugging me. What's the
I was thinking the same thing, honestly.
Place?
Shit, sorry. I was thinking the same thing, honestly. We're literally in the middle of nowhere.
Apparently, there's a museum to the left and a cafe to the right. I'm not hungry, though. This place is putting me off food.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think I saw eyes
There's a
back
hollow
there.
part of the tree, right at the front, but it's too dark to see inside. Note to self, don't fall in. It's a fork in the road. How non-linear.
Make the game a bit more non-linear, I get it.
I should
Okay.
visit the crime scene before I do anything else.
Never
I
mind.
think Officer James said it was to the west.
So if we're looking, if this way's north, then yeah, it's to the left.
These flower petals seem a little out of place, lying on the ground over there. A rather prominent tree stump looming over the wooden pathway. It's hard to ignore.
But yeah, so I was trying to say, I've played the sequel, Tangled Tower, but I didn't know this was part of the series because it removed the Detective Grimoire part of the title. So it's just Tangled Tower. And then when I found out there's the first game, I'm like, ooh, I need to play that.
I should visit the crime scene before I do anything else. I think Officer James said it was to...
Yeah.
Looks like this path leads towards the northwest corner of Boggy's Bog. I can't wait. Looks like this path...
Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything.
Rocks sitting in the water like stepping stones. If that was a natural occurrence, it's a very convenient one.
Tell me about it.
Rocks sitting in the water like stepping...
I'm trying to look at sign whatever.
This area is kind of empty. I can't see anything worth writing down. There's a narrow path here leading up that hill and through the trees. It doesn't look inviting. I'm not sure it's part of the tourist attraction. I should visit the crime scene. I think Officer
We keep going to the left. We went left, okay, left straight, and then left again. Are we even... I don't know. I guess we're on the west side of the island, but... Yeesh.
There's an open window above Remington's body. One of the curtains is ripped and hanging on the outside. I can't get in here without a key. And I don't feel like kicking the door down.
Like you could.
Maybe if I get desperate later on. I can't get in here with... There are bizarre footprints with 3 toes leading up to the office door, and back down into those reeds by the water. I don't like it here.
Me neither.
What's this? There's a lockpick dropped amongst the weeds down here in the water. I just have to work out which vine to break and tap that button.
Okay. That's simple. Number 3.
That's the one. But I wonder where this lockpick came from.
A lockpick discarded near the entrance of Remington's office, covered in a strange liquid slime. Most likely used by the murderer to break into Remington's office. Wait a minute. Green slime, look how sharp it is. Remember? 3 small wounds to the chest with green goo in them. We might have just found a murder weapon. Other than that, let's check out.
So, this is where they found Remington's body.
I just got the achievement. Let's get started. Examine the crime scene. I know. Where I read all this.
Aha, some suspects. Let's get this investigation started. All right, let's see. Another suspect for my notebook.
That's a little rude.
No, I'm sorry. Did I say that bit out loud?
Maybe not. Maybe I can hear your thoughts.
So would you be able to answer my questions before I asked you?
Would you be able to question my answers before I tell you?
I could try.
I'm Bobby Burl, professional cameraman. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Detective Grimoire. I'm here to investigate last night's murder. Obviously.
Grimoire. Strange. Is that your first name?
First name, what's the first name? My
It's
23rd.
actually my 23rd name, but it's the one I like the best.
That's funny. Alright. Your job.
So you already told me what you do, but now, why would a cameraman be working here?
I go where I'm needed. Vincent wanted to come to the swamp, and I was happy to help.
Vincent Vanderpeer. You mean that man standing on that rock over there?
That's right. I've worked with him for many years.
Is he your boss?
Oh, I don't know about that. We work together. He's tried to film here before, but he never got permission until about a week ago.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
But why did you want to come here in the first place?
If you're looking for a reason to write down in your notebook, I'm sure he can tell you if you ask him. I'm just the guy who carries around the camera.
You always carry that camera with you?
Most of the time.
Most. Okay.
You were here yesterday, I presume? Last night?
Yes, I was.
Here, in this clearing?
No, I was over at the cafe getting something to eat. Richard Remington was there too.
Remington? You saw him last night? Just before the murder?
That's right, I saw him. He left the cafe looking rather ill. I offered to help, but he just wanted to go back to his office. He looked like he had a lot on his mind.
He was ill yesterday?
Perhaps it was something he ate.
Okay, so now we gotta check out the cafe.
You should ask someone else.
A prolific cameraman with exceptional skills at carrying heavy equipment.
I love that. Whenever you show somebody their own profile, they're always like, "Ah, yes, they're such an amazing person."
Try showing it to somebody different.
All right.
What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder?
I think that's all we can get out of him for now. Wait,
This
what?
area is...
Oh no, I thought I saw like something on his face. I'm like, what is that? Before we ask, you know what? We'll ask him first anyway.
Yes, do you have a message for me?
No, I don't think so.
Then why are you here? I'm incredibly busy.
You don't look it. Who are you, anyway?
What a question. You're serious? I am Vincent Van de Peer.
The famous movie director?
The artist, the visionary, the auteur. I'm a man of many talents.
I heard your work was going downhill lately.
You're in my light. Could you take a few steps back, please?
But then I'd be too far away to talk to you.
I know.
Can anyone just walk in here and start filming?
Vincent Van de Peer, forced.
Vincent Van de Peer forced Richard Remington to film here in the swamp.
I meant the other way around.
Richard Remington forced Vincent Van de Peer to film here in the swamp. I don't get it. Seriously.
Wait, what? Okay. Oh, this! Okay. This ghost image right here? Okay. I forget what it's called, but that was SFB's game's first work on Steam that they released. I forget what it's called. It's Haunted House or Spooks Town, something like that. I'll put the name right now in editing, because it looks like a pretty cool game. But yeah. That's a nice reference. I love it when creators do that. Anyways. Yeah.
Vincent Van de Peer
There we go.
only recently got permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp. I wonder if Mr. Van de Peer has been breaking rules. Or maybe he'll have an excuse.
Challenge unlocked. The challenge topic will now be available when talking to Vincent. Find the truth. Okay. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say, depending on the beeps you hear when you are in thought mode, it shows how close you are to actually getting it correct.
I heard this isn't the first time you've tried to film here.
Where? In the swamp? What are you talking about?
Remington has denied you the filming permission in the past.
Oh, that. Nothing but the natural process of being in a profession like mine. Every situation simply requires the right approach before the gears start turning smoothly. You understand, I'm sure.
Why did Remington not want you filming here? And why did he change his mind?
It wasn't even up to him. This area is protected, you know. There are certain rules, certain regulations. I encounter this kind of thing all the time, really.
That doesn't explain why he changed his tune. It's a little suspicious.
Why would you say that?
A famous movie director suddenly gets his way? I wonder how that happened. Time to use my notebook. Just drag an item onto the paper to draw the idea.
How did Mr. Van de Peer suddenly get his way? And the boss. Money. Easy.
Right. That's the one.
You bribed him.
You bribed Remington to get the filming rights.
Well, bribe is a strong word. It was just a little arrangement between friends. Nothing worth getting upset about. I simply promised him a cut of my next movie's profits. It made sense, since he owned the area anyway. Just a favor for a favor.
So you would have owed him money.
Only a small percentage, simply out of courtesy. And not for a long time, either.
I didn't even know what that was, to be honest. I think I got lucky. Anyways, your job.
What's a famous guy like you doing in a place like this?
Quite. I'm sure you're thinking, why doesn't he send an assistant? But that's not the way this director works.
But what are you doing?
I'm feeling, I'm experiencing, I'm discovering. This area, the history, the atmosphere, it's the perfect setting for my next film. I'm on a scouting mission to get to know this swamp before I begin work on the latest masterpiece in a string of masterpieces.
You're making a movie about Boggy? About the swamp creature?
Of course. He's a fascinating individual, isn't he? So mysterious.
No idea. I haven't met him yet. Is that your cameraman over there?
Yes, that's right. Bobby Burl, my faithful right-hand man. Well, faithful enough, you know.
No, I don't know.
He's an expert cameraman. Really knows his trade, of course. But he gets a bit muddled when it comes to priorities.
Like how? You mean he's lazy? He doesn't look lazy. He looks a bit scary.
Oh no, nothing of the sort. He just has a little hobby that sometimes distracts him from his work. But I wouldn't want anyone else shooting for me.
Hobby. So about last night.
Were you working yesterday? Here in the swamp, I mean?
Indeed I was working, very hard indeed, well into the night.
Hard work, is it? Getting to know the swamp?
You jest, but yesterday I was getting even more involved than usual, yes. Difficult to comprehend, I know.
So what kind of work were you doing?
Well, I was, unable to find my faithful cameraman last night. He had hidden himself quite completely from view.
Bobby Burl, right? Did you need him to film for you?
Always, but being a resourceful type of man, I stepped up and took on the responsibility myself. I was filming in this exact area, in fact.
You were filming? Last night? Here?
Yes, at the time of the murder, I believe. But wait, I know what you're thinking. Now, don't forget, I'm not here to shoot some experimental documentary. I have no interest in late-night surveillance footage.
Did you see anything at all? What is it you were filming?
The water. I was filming the water. It's a fascinating subject, one that has me captivated to the point where
So, you didn't see anything useful? Got inside there for a minute.
Nothing useful to you, my good detective, but there are some odd sounds on the audio track. Nothing but wild animals going about their nighttime rituals, I'm sure.
Bullshit.
Is there something I should ask the cameraman?
Is it this?
Vincent Vanderpeer told me that Bobby Burl was nowhere to be found last night. Simple enough. What was Mr. Burl doing last night that meant he couldn't help out his boss?
Alright. Cool. Oh, and we got the footage. Footage recorded last night at the exact time of the murder. Filmed by Vincent Vanderpeer in the clearing on the west side of the swamp near the crime scene. There's nothing to see, but various clues can be heard on the audio track. Listen to them in order. Okay. I think it's whoever was posing at the monster went into the building. The owner saw and cried. There was a gun, which caused the owner to... Or was the owner trying to shoot him? The person stabbed him with the... What's it called again? With the lockpick. Shit. Let me finish their game. And then after that... He shot back in pain, caused him to go out through the window, ripping the curtain. He fell to the ground. And maybe the lockpick fell with him and stabbed through his body. Oh, damn! I'm figuring this shit out quick, I think. Hey. Where were you last night?
I heard from Mr. Vanderpure over there that you were nowhere to be found last night.
Didn't I say I was at the cafe?
Yeah, you did. But your director needed you for some filming, and he couldn't find you. What were you doing that was so important?
Well, let's see. After I ate, I had a walk around the swamp. I didn't have my camera, so I was free to stretch my legs for once.
Where was your camera? Don't you carry it around with you all the time?
No, not all the time.
Oh.
You left it with Vanderpure, and he used it instead that night.
That's right, he was looking after that camera. So I went for a late-night stroll. This place is beautiful in the evenings.
You just walked around? You didn't do anything? Didn't see anyone?
Well, I can't say that. I have various ways to pass the time, you know.
Vanderpure said you had a hobby on the side.
Is that what he said? Well, yes, he's right. I brought 2 cameras with me when I came here. I left my video camera, yes, but I have another one. It's much smaller, and it only takes black and white photographs. You know the kind I mean?
A really old one?
Yes, I suppose so. I've always enjoyed traditional photography, and this place is a wonderful opportunity to take some pictures of a natural environment.
So, you were having some time off to take black and white photographs? For fun?
Only one photograph. You have to be disciplined when you're not using a digital camera.
Can I see it?
Of course. I took it near the woods at the back of the swamp. It's quite an interesting shot, but the light qualities weren't perfect. Here we are. Feel free to take a look.
Wait,
All right.
what? This is a photo?
I haven't developed it yet. I only took it last night. Just brush the developing fluid over the photo to reveal the image.
Oh, shit. You found Boggy.
What? Is that Boggy? The swamp creature just standing in the water?
It could be. Personally, I'm not convinced, but I'll let you decide for yourself.
I don't think so. That looks too much like a costume to me. Look, we go back. Look at... Look. Go clues. Police file. Look at the costume. Oh, no, that's the cartoon character. Okay. Well, I think we got all the information we could out of these 2. Let's go back. Stop swamping the swamp. What the fuck? Actually, there's one more thing I wanted to check. So, can I enter in here?
I can't get in here without a key. Maybe if I...
Alright. Let's talk to that other guy next.
Oh? You've arrived at a bad time, my friend. For once, they don't actually want tourists walking around this place.
I always arrive at a bad time. It's what I do. I'm a detective, not a tourist.
My apologies. It's just, you have the same wide-eyed expression as the kids that come here. Running around, spending their parents' money, you know.
Well, you know, it's not every day I visit a swamp full of such unique specimens.
It's no problem. You're just thinking what we all thought when we arrived for the first time.
Why didn't they put in a bathroom?
No, you're thinking, this place is beautiful. What a lucky man I am to be here.
I am I? Well, if you say so.
Edward Everstone, at your service.
That's a pretty cool name. Can I call you Ed?
You don't need to. Everyone just calls me Echo.
Echo. Why Echo?
Why? Because you'd bounce if I threw you against a wall?
What? No. Because I always come back. Again and again, until my job is done.
So an elevated sense of purpose. Shit, pick the first option. Whatever. What's your job?
You're protesting, right?
I certainly am. And now that you're here, I'm getting you involved.
What does that mean? Yeah, I haven't got time to hold up signs for you. I'm sorry.
You simply have to hear my message and take it with you.
Go ahead, I'm all ears. Plus, I have a little notebook.
What was the first thing you felt when you saw the sign for Boggy's Bog looming over you?
Well, I thought it was...
Not thought, felt.
I felt... well, something seemed wrong. There wouldn't be a tourist attraction in the middle of a swamp like this. There shouldn't be.
My job is done. Clearly your brain is working perfectly, Detective.
So you're against the tourist attraction? Yeah, let's see. You'd rather this area was kept as a natural habitat, right?
Right again. And that precise word, habitat. First and foremost, I'm protesting for animal rights.
Well, okay, I'm following you, but it's not like they're cutting down trees or anything like that, right?
All animals deserve the right to live in peace, and I promise you, on a normal day, this place is far from peaceful.
Are you talking about the swamp creature? About Boggy?
A creature like that. He's earned the right to be left alone. We're fools to invite ourselves into his home like this on a daily basis, assuming he's not going to mind. Assuming he'll keep to himself and let us walk around with his face on our t-shirts.
Well, I agree. I think he should be left alone. But like you said, he can probably handle himself. And if no one has even seen him in 60 years, I don't really see the problem.
Unlike you, Detective, I never had an academic calling in life. I was never even a talented artist or musician or anything. So instead, I made the decision to stand up for those who were getting a raw deal.
Okay. What about last
You
night?
come here every day.
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm only going to ask you about one of those days. What were you doing yesterday evening?
I was here at my protest spot until fairly late. Then I went to get something to eat at Harper's Cafe before I...
Wait, you ate at the cafe here? Doesn't supporting the tourist attraction like that kind of go against your protest?
A man has to eat, doesn't he? I don't think the meager contributions of one person are going to keep this place afloat. Especially now.
He's not wrong.
And you're sleeping here? Doesn't it get cold at night?
Well, I came prepared, of course. I usually find myself with 1 or 2 extra layers to wear. Most of this bulk is padding, I promise you.
I'm sure it is. So you stayed here the whole night?
That's right. And I admit I may have heard some stranger than usual sounds floating around the swamp last night.
What kind of sounds?
It's impossible to say. This place fills with the most terrifying sounds at night. Hundreds of animals, some tiny, some much larger, awaken and make their own protests. Every night until the sun rises in the morning.
Insects make noises at night. Okay, I've written it down.
Like, no shit. Also, he's lying. Either him or the cameraman's lying, because the cameraman said only him and the owner were at the cafe last night. Anybody back here? Nope. Still nobody over here. Got it. Okay. I'm not counting the police officer.
Sorry to interrupt. I can see that you're, hard at work.
You weren't here yesterday.
I know.
I know. I was in my office yesterday.
You're the detective, right?
I'm a detective.
So, that was your hat I saw blowing through here.
You spotted it too.
If you're good at your job, you may have realized that it's kind of dead around here. So, I generally notice magical floating detective hats. Oh, and don't worry, you look better without it.
How do you know?
Oh, I have a good imagination.
I think we've met her before. There might have been a game before this, but I don't know. Whatever. I'm 90% sure this is the first game.
I didn't expect to see someone your age working in a place like this. But then again, I didn't expect there to be a place like this in a place like this.
I only started working here this year anyway. It's temporary. Just running the gift shop to earn a little extra money. Don't ask how I ended up here.
I'll save that question for a different day. You don't seem at home here exactly.
I hate it. This place is disgusting.
Come on, you don't think it's kind of beautiful?
You would say that. You only just got here. You'll get sick of it.
If I wasn't here, I'd be stuck in my office doing paperwork.
At least at your office, you don't have to bring spare clothes every day. It's impossible to leave this place without being covered in dirt.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, challenge accepted. We'll see about that.
When you have a moment free from your busy schedule, I need to ask you about last night.
I know, but it won't help. I worked here during the day, then left my gift shop and went home in the evening, same as every day.
You just leave your gift shop here when you go?
No, I put it in my pocket.
Yeah, seriously though, as much as I appreciate sarcasm, I think I'd get in trouble if I wrote something like that down in my notes.
Well, look, you've noticed the gift shop has wheels and you're thinking, oh, she's pretty lazy to leave it lying around. But if you want to try pushing this thing through the swamp, be my guest. And I can't lock it up, so I just leave it here overnight. Nobody's ever stolen any of this lousy merchandise anyway. I even left my spare clothes here when I went home last night.
You left them here? By the gift shop?
Yeah, it's no big deal. They were all still here this morning. Kind of.
Kind of?
I think someone played a stupid joke, and my spare black leggings were covered in some disgusting swamp slime when I found them in the bag this morning. If you're going to take my clothes and mess them up, then just keep them. I don't want them back. You know what I mean?
I absolutely do.
What could Sally's leggings possibly have to do with this case? It's obvious. Look at this photo. I really don't think the bog monster's real.
This was taken near the forest at the back of the swamp, correct?
Yes, I think so.
Mm-hmm. The water is really clear back there. The legs of this thing are reflected in the bottom half of the photo. It's a nice shot, actually.
A reflection? Oh, yeah, of course. A reflection in the water.
Where are you keeping all this stuff? In your pockets? Is that one of your clues? It's nice. You can put it away now. I have no idea what that is. Where are you keeping all... Never mind.
Oh shit, sorry.
Now they're covered in slime and I don't want to go near them.
I've been forgetting to present profiles. Shit.
Her. I don't know why she still works here, to be honest. One murder is one murder too many.
That's true.
Yeah, I have a pretty good view of him from here. Anyone supporting animal rights is okay in my book. His protests used to have a bit more energy, though. He spends more time inside his tent these days.
What's he doing in there?
I'm happy to say, I don't know.
There might be something I can ask Echo about.
Echo... I don't even know who the fuck this is.
Echo spends less time holding the protest sign and more time in his tent. I wonder if Echo can tell me what he's been doing that's more important than his protest.
Since he seems so... What's the word? Seems so...
I really don't know what to tell you.
Serious about his
Is
protest.
that one of the other suspects? They're more suspicious than me. Let's agree on that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think the cartoon character is kind of dumb.
What about the real creature?
I've never met him.
Me neither.
He made sure I always got paid, so I can't say anything bad about him.
You can if you like. He won't hear you.
You should have more respect for the dead.
I know.
Alright, let's go back to Echo real quick. Just to see what he has to say.
Oh?
Actually, Let's show him everything
No
else.
thanks, my friend. I'm afraid I have... Show it to somebody else. No thanks, my friend. I'm afraid I have no idea. Show it to somebody...
Alright. Anyways, what were you doing?
I heard you've been spending less time protesting recently and more time, in your tent. Normally I wouldn't pry, but it's my job to ask...
Untouched people have even noticed something like that. I usually get the impression everyone else is doing their best to ignore me.
So, you admit it's true?
You can put your notebook away. There isn't really any reason for it. Nothing worth writing down, at least.
Well, if it's not worth writing down, maybe it's worth hearing.
In that case, you'd forget it.
How do you know? Maybe it would echo in my mind.
Look, if you take a guess and get it right, I promise not to deny it.
Let's work out why Echo was hidden away in his tent. Notebook time.
I have silly nickname. Taxes. The weather looks like it's been okay here recently. What about Boggy himself?
You've been in your tent, hiding from Boggy.
Why not?
And
Wait, is that right?
well, if it's not
Wait,
worth
back.
writing.
Shit, sorry.
Ah,
Is that right? Wait.
And more. No. Ask.
untouched.
Howdy. Let's work out why. Notebook time.
Weather? No.
You've been in your.
Haunt the swamp. Draw a cute ghost in your notebook. I just got that achievement. I don't get it. What? Wait. He's actually not gonna tell me. What the fuck?
You're wasting your time with that one.
Oh yeah, she's definitely not it.
A man who has sacrificed luxuries to protect those who need protecting. Pretty good beard, too.
Really? My beard's better.
I have nothing to say about them. You're asking the wrong person.
Boggy is my prime suspect, you know. The creature you're trying to protect.
Protect is the wrong word. If your suspicions were correct, we could both agree he's a creature that doesn't need protecting.
You think he might be the murderer?
I think he's a wild animal, and he wants to be left alone at any cost.
And what about Mr.
A
Remington?
murder victim.
Since last night, yeah. But he was the owner of Boggy's Bog. Did you know him?
Not personally. To be honest, I'm quite glad about it.
I feel like it's... Okay,
Ah!
so the challenge is complete for him. So, that does count, but I think it's Boggy. Whatever, we'll come back later. Or wait, let me present more evidence to get these two appear and then we can move on.
This area is kind of...
Uh-huh. Try showing it to somebody different. I really don't have an opinion. My apologies. The famous director, and my friend.
Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Yes, that's my photograph, taken near the woods at the north end of Boggy's Bog. Have you tried looking there?
Vincent's work, I see. I'm glad he knows how to use the camera at least.
What do you think all those noises are?
Well, judging by the time this was recorded, I'd be able to make a pretty good guess. I'm sorry, What is it?
Alright. You're good.
What?
If you want an autograph, a plain sheet of paper will suffice, thank you. I don't really have time to be looking at items from your collection. He's a talent.
Oh shit, sorry.
Sometimes I wonder if he'd be better off pursuing his photography full time, you know?
I mean, that's his choice to make, honestly.
I don't know if it's any use to you at all. I'll film again tonight and try to get a version without all those bizarre noises in the background. You won't be getting very far discussing that with me. Try someone less important.
Less important?
If you want an autograph, a plain sheet of paper will...
I don't want you to sign fucking pants. Leggings, whatever. Let's go this way. Alright, Boggy's Museum.
That's the logo for Boggy's Bog. So, I'm guessing this museum is an official part of the tourist attraction. I hope they don't charge an entrance fee.
That'd be a scam at that point.
I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. I can't see inside. This side of the museum is surrounded by blue and red flowers.
About to say, like the same ones at the docks.
There's less light back there. Those trees are getting thicker and thicker. It's a stepping stone path that goes past the museum and into the woods. So glad I'm wearing my best shoes today.
It's your fault.
That museum is quite a nice, which makes it look even more out of place in a swamp. Is it being held up on wooden supports? It's bizarre.
Looks like a... Ew. It's
The door's
crooked.
jammed unless I can get these brass handles out of the way.
Okay.
Seems like I can rotate them around, just until the gap in the middle is clear.
Yeah.
That top hat guy would have so struggled with this one.
Wait, who? I haven't talked to the top hat guy. What?
I'd better take a look at this. This journal, it's full of drawings and notes all about Boggy. It seems to be the centerpiece of the entire museum.
And look how it's made. The legs are black, but I don't think it's black naturally. I think that's probably from the bog itself. Interesting. A journal recorded 60 years ago by the explorer who first visited the swamp. The only record of Boggy existing, containing notes and sketches on the appearance of the swamp creature. Boggy is shown with 3 small claws on each arm. Boggy's feet are always hidden in the water. There seems to be a page ripped from the back. Interesting. So I would like to clear things up. This is not the first game in the series. I was wrong about that last episode. The first game in the series is simply called Detective Grimoire. However, it was originally made in the Flash for Newgrounds. And in an interview, or was it a podcast, I forget which. On a podcast in 2022, the developers themselves stated that it was non-canon to the series, and even though Sally and the other little girl mentioned meeting Grimoire at the first game's location, which was a circus, it's still non-canon to the series, and just a little thing in the background, basically. Just a little wink, basically, for the game. Other than that, yeah, this technically is still the first game in series, so I technically wasn't wrong about that. Anyways, other than that, got nothing else to talk about for right now, so let's talk to this nerd.
Let me guess, you don't work here, do you? I wonder if that makes you the first tourist I've seen today.
You're incorrect, detective. I am no mere tourist.
How did you know I was a detective? Was it my stylish trench coat, my sensitive and inquisitive manner?
It was the clueless expression on your face.
What are you talking
Bro.
Yeah, that's the one.
Right. That's it. You've done it now. What's your name?
I go by Folder. Agent Folder. What are you doing?
I'm writing bad things about you in my notebook. I'm doing a drawing. You're beautiful.
I'm doing a drawing of your beautiful face.
So, your job.
If you're not a tourist and you don't work here,
I am a scholar, an academic. I'm here to research the past and uncover the future.
so you're visiting the museum for fun.
Fun! Oh, there's nothing so simple as fun to be had here. I come to this museum night and day to study its secrets.
Ah,
Okay.
What kind of secrets? It's just a museum about Boggy, right? The swamp creature.
He's one of the most intriguing modern examples of cryptozoology, a fascinating combination of scientific fact and wild speculation.
I'm with you on the speculation front. Although, come to think of it, people have been hinting that I should find out about the history of this creature.
A wise suggestion. And you've come to the right person. My knowledge far exceeds anyone else you might have met
He has
so
a
far.
filing cabinet.
So, you'll help me?
I suppose I could divulge some of my findings with you, if you're in the mood for a little light reading. Let me find it for you. Oh yeah, this'll do. Something for beginners at least.
Thanks. Folder's file. Information about Boggy collected by Agent Folder. Boggy Swamp became a protected area after reports of hunting in the area. Boggy's appearance had changed from the original sketches in which he had 3 claws on each arm. The modern character has simple fin-like arms instead to make him less threatening. No footprints were recorded in the journal, but some experts believe that the information is out there somewhere. Interesting. Well, it's also more kid-friendly for a tourist attraction. So, what happened last night?
So, Mr. Folder.
Agent Folder.
Yeah. Were you here yesterday? What were you doing last night?
I was here, in the museum, going through my files one final time before disappearing into the night.
Don't museums usually close in the evenings?
They do. I've never been one to worry about other people's schedules. I come and go as I please. There's a key to every lock, detective.
Oh, so you have the key to the museum?
Of course I don't. Why would you think that?
Well,
Once again, that clueless expression. I use a lockpick and get in through the small side door. I have a right to be here, you see. Remington has no business locking me out, so I don't let him.
You just admitted to breaking the law. If everyone did that, my job would be a lot easier.
It's not my best lockpick. This new one's cheap. I used to own one, a superior model. Unfortunately, I misplaced it in one of the darker corners of the swamp, so I don't...
I'm writing down your confession about sneaking around here at night.
And what are you gonna do? Report me to Remington? Good luck, my friend.
I need to pick my questions carefully.
You should have more respect for the dead. That's what I was trying to say. The lockpick I found near the treehouse? Yeah, the treehouse.
The lockpick I found near the treehouse might belong to Agent Folder. Maybe I just need... Did somebody tell me about this lockpick already? The lockpick I
There we
found
go.
near Remington's body might belong to Agent Folder. As far as I know, Agent Folder is experienced with lockpicks. I wonder if he's hiding something.
So,
I have a bone to pick with you.
Are you setting yourself up for a joke? Something about a lockpick?
Maybe. Who knows? Stop distracting me. I'm trying to interrogate you.
My apologies, go ahead.
Interrogate.
So, what are we showing Folder now? Where did I find this again?
Wait. Yeah, here.
I found a lockpick at the scene of the crime.
Oh, apparently you did. Why does this concern me?
You already admitted to owning one of these, and how you're ever so happy to come and go as you please with it, am I right? Be honest.
Luckily for me, Detective, I was honest with you. I believe I have already explained that second lockpick before you even found it.
You lost
You
in the
lost your
swamp.
lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one.
That's right. I appreciate you finding it for me. However, I won't ask for it back. Apparently, it has since become some diabolical instrument in the art of murder.
Yeah, it's an important piece of evidence.
Okay, you're fucking hiding something. You're lying. I know you're lying, bitch.
Something you found on the floor? Come back when I'm not so busy, alright?
Fucking shut up.
I have no interest in something like that. Obviously.
And the fucking dude, you're a bitch.
You're wasting your precious time, Detective.
I don't know why I hate
goes over
this
some
guy.
basic differences between the genuine creature and the cartoon character. It's nothing more than a basic overview, really.
Honestly, he's right about that.
Actually, this is a classic example of a cryptid photograph.
No shit.
What's a cryptid?
A creature unknown to science. Look at the slight blurring in this photo, the murky exposure. It's perfect.
It's perfect because it can't really be used as evidence?
Real quick, that's all a cryptid means? I thought cryptid meant like a mythological creature, which I guess wouldn't be recorded in science. Whatever, continue.
Now you're catching on.
And their conversation gets proved. What the
I've
fuck,
never
man?
seen that before, and I never want to see it again. An important piece of the puzzle. This journal is a key to unlocking the history of this place.
Okay.
I have no interest in something like that. Obviously.
You're literally wearing leggings right now, bitch. I see. I know those are pants. Or are they leggings?
If I cared about that person, I would know everything I need to know already. Oh, yes, I know him. He occasionally asks me about the history and biology of the swamp creature. I explained to him what the real Boggy looks like and how they changed his appearance for the cartoon character.
Why did he ask about that?
Because some people are naturally curious. You should give it a try sometime.
Why the fuck do you think I'm asking you questions, idiot?
Next time, only show me something if it's important. Let's make that a rule.
Yeah, and I'm the boss around here, so shut up.
This person is of no interest to me whatsoever.
I'm the detective, you're the suspect. So what do you say about yourself?
If I cared about that person, I would know everything I need to know already.
That's fucking you, idiot.
Are you asking about the cartoon character? Because I have no interest in such childish matters.
No, I think I'm asking about the actual creature. What's the difference anyway?
Everything!
Okay, you're kind of right about that one.
The man was a fool. That's all you need to know.
You're too fucking suspicious.
There's a little door in the wall here. I think it leads outside. It's locked though. Models of Boggy's claws. Hold on. What's this? Something doesn't seem right here. I think I should try arranging these models into pairs. Something seems out of place. I don't
There we
think
go.
these gloves are part of the exhibit. It looks like someone tried to hide them here.
These flippers, they're not part of the museum's exhibit, that's for sure.
Some educational facts about swamps. Did you know swamps are gross? Yes? Yes, I did.
Swamps are nasty, man.
Apparently the museum was founded by the explorer many years ago. In a different location.
Huh?
It's only recently been moved here to be part of the tourist attraction. That might explain why it looks so out of place.
Ah.
It's a poster
Why it's
from the old
slanted.
Boggy cartoon show.
It was an actual cartoon. What the fuck?
Apparently, this is the exact hat worn by the explorers 60 years ago. It seems everyone is destined to lose a hat or two in this damn swamp. Apparently, this is a really cramped museum. Just one room. Not worth the admission price.
You actually had to pay? That sucks.
So, the real swamp creature had claws, 3 on each hand to be precise. But why does the costume just have these pathetic fins instead?
Costume, eh? Alright. Alright, let's get out of here. Man, that had a lot. We got like 9% just from that place.
This staircase is a tree. And this tree is a staircase.
Oh, and this is the tree house.
And this
okay.
place is so weird.
I think it's cool.
Looks like this stuff in the water has been moved around recently. Maybe if I reposition them, I'll find a clue.
Let me get, yeah, it's definitely the footprint, whatever. Oh, okay, I got it. So you gotta line it up. There's 2 sets of footprints. Line this up here. This here. This here. And finally this right here.
I recognize that footprint. It's the same as the one found at the crime scene.
Interesting.
This staircase is and this... The rock path leading back towards the museum. It's like a little forest back here.
I mean, that's basically what swamp is. Just a murky forest in the water.
The latch is broken on this door. Seems I can fix it with those 3 cogs if I just put them in the right place.
Ooh, another
Once they're
puzzle.
on the right pins, I can move the handle at the bottom to try and open the door.
Alright. Let me try this.
Perfect. I am amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Check out that sunlight beaming through the window. It's so bright I should have brought my sunglasses. The owner of this house seems to enjoy reading. Though, I'm not sure what else there is to do up here, actually.
How about knitting?
There's a whole load of needles and wool on that shelf. Or should I say yarn? I just don't know anymore. This is like an oven? Or is it just a boiler? It's
Who
so
knows?
old-fashioned it hurts my brain.
That's kind of rude.
I'm indoors. What a treat. Check out that sunlight beaming through the window.
I meant to look at pants, whatever. Hello.
You just walked straight into my house, did you?
Sorry, I would have rung the bell, but you don't have one.
Normally, I have methods for dealing with unwanted attention, but I can make exceptions for harmless idiots.
Do you get any attention up here?
Most of the time, people like to leave me alone. But I don't think you're going to, are you?
Nope.
No. I could make an excuse and say it's my job to ask you about last night, but to be honest, I climbed all the way up here and I just like being indoors.
Well, if you insist on staying, I'll tell you.
All
I'm
right.
Lady Weybridge, and I think you might be climbing up the wrong trees.
I'm Detective Grimoire, and I think I might agree with you.
So what's your
What
job?
do you do here? Did you work for Richard Remington?
I was living here before that man was even born. And I have
How old are
absolutely
you?
nothing to do with him, or his little tourist attraction.
You're exaggerating. How long have you been here? Just in this treehouse? What do you do up here?
I've been here longer than anyone. Even longer than, well, anyone.
I like numbers.
60 years, something like that.
What have you been doing for that time? If you don't mind me asking.
I have many reasons to be here, but I won't bore you with all the details of my life.
I'm sure there's one detail worth writing down.
I like to study the plants and flowers in this area. I've learned many things from them.
What about
Remember
this
that
little
flower?
chemistry set you've got on your table?
I wouldn't call it a chemistry set, but if you bring me an object that has liquid on it or inside it, I'll tell you what that liquid consists of.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
How do you do that?
Chemistry.
So the chemistry set. Flower book, a page from Weybridge's book of pressed flowers, contained information about all the flowers in the swamp and where they grow. And I think we've seen this one already. The green and red species only grow around the side door of the museum and can't be found anywhere else. What about last
Your
night?
job is to ask me about what happened last night.
Yep.
Do you even know what happened last night?
I know more than you might imagine.
Oh, that sounds useful. Can you tell me? What were you doing?
I was here, in my house, by myself.
What else?
That's it.
Thanks. Just give me a minute to write all this down.
What about everyone else?
Show it to someone who doesn't live in a tree.
Okay, Echo?
I'm not even sure who that is. You should ask someone else. Show it to someone who doesn't. A fascinating old woman who lives in a wonderful treehouse. I heard she wasn't so keen on visitors, though.
How interesting. I'll make sure to remember that when I meet her. Oh, wait.
I'm not even sure who.
What about Boggy?
You should ask someone. I have nothing good to say about that man.
And
So
people
I
here
won't
don't
say
like him.
anything at all.
You know what? Fair enough. I was about to say, what's on this
Let's
lockpick?
see. First thing we do is put the sample of liquid into the cauldron. Then tap the faucet.
Okay.
And now, we just have to match the color of that liquid with these ingredients.
I'm guessing blue and yellow.
Got it!
Color theory.
Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes.
Alright, let's do another one.
Let's see. First thing we do is put the sample, then tap the faucet. And now, we just have to match the color of...
Is it the same again? I mean, all of these were in the swamp.
Got it! Now I know. I'll write it down. That looks pretty similar to last time.
Exactly. So it's obvious that the leggings and the lockpick were in swamp. What about
Let's
the
see.
gloves?
First thing we do, then tap the faucet.
Okay, Grimoire, we get it.
And now... Got it! Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes. Is that the same as last time? This was the exact same liquid.
So, all three of these were in the swamp. Good to know.
This is a 60-year-old journal. It was on display in a museum.
Oh,
I know
60
what
years.
it is.
I thought you might.
You can put that away. I can't help you with it. No, thank you.
Okay.
If you bring me something with liquid on it, I might be able to help you.
So nothing else for...
You can put... They're samples of flowers that grow in this area. 2 of them you don't see very much anymore. And 1 of them only grows around the museum. No, thank you.
Alright, I'll head out.
I'm in.
Actually, let me... Oh, wait. I meant to look at her bed. It looks comfy.
A little blanket on a little bed in a little house. It makes very little sense. I'm indoors.
Alright, let's head out. What's this way? Oh, the cafe. And let me guess, if we go down here, we just made a full circle. Perfect.
Predictably, a trash can. And I just can't resist taking a look inside. The glamorous life of a detective. My favorite part of the job. Maybe there's something underneath the trash in here.
Ooh.
Hello, what's this? Just a piece of paper? Or something more sinister?
Definitely more sinister. These look like designs for a Boggy costume. What's going on around here? With the gloves, feet. I see. There's 5 pieces in total. We found the leggings, the hands, so now we just gotta find the chest, the feet, and the head. Like I said, it's a costume.
Are we really talking about a swamp creature here?
Costume design. The costume design I found in track explains what.
The costume design I found in the trash can explains what Burl's black and white photo is showing me. My detective's intuition is kicking in. That black and white photograph. I'm not sure I'm looking at the real Boggy here, and I think these designs I found in the trash can might be the answer. I'll ask around, see if anybody knows anything about this. Oh, and I should start looking for the costume itself. If I can find that,
part of it.
There'll be some pretty impressive evidence.
Yep. Detective Grimoire, Chapter 2, A Deadly Disguise.
I have something for you.
Another gift already. Where are you keeping all this stuff? You don't even have pockets in that dress.
I don't need a pocket to carry a key.
What key?
I don't know. You could try it on any door you like. Although,
I already think of a
recommend
door.
you try it on the office door.
Remington's office?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I bet.
There's a little locked door on the side of the ship here. I think it's part of the cafe.
Okay.
A shipwreck? In a swamp? Does that make any sense? And why is there a cafe growing out of the side?
I don't know, go with it.
The tables and chairs are made out of parts of a ship. I think. Never really learned much about ships.
Well, they're made of wood, so maybe not part of the ship, but
Grass, trees, nothing unusual.
fair enough.
Water everywhere, and not a drop to drink.
Go to
Seriously, I'm
cafe
not doing
then.
that.
Yeah, you probably get some bacteria in your stomach after.
Ah, yes. I heard they were sending somebody over. So you're Detective Grimoire.
At your service. Well, kind of. You're a suspect too.
Of course, of course. Feel free to be as suspicious as you like. I won't be offended.
I like this guy.
You can call me Harper.
How did you know my name?
I can only assume I must have read about one of your many exploits. But I think you'll find the swamp to be your greatest challenge.
I love challenge. I challenge for breakfast.
Challenge. I eat challenge for breakfast.
The swamp itself has a history that has captured many imaginations, for better or for worse. My advice to you, look to the past. It could be the way forward.
I'm supposed to look to the past, right? Lady Weybridge was living in the swamp when the swamp creature was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. Lady Weybridge. She was living here when Boggy was first discovered by the explorer.
Yeah, 60 years, right? The first. Your job.
So, you sit in this boat all day and sell food to people? To tourists, I guess?
Not just the tourists, but the employees too. To anyone who is hungry or thirsty. I know everyone's favorite foods.
What are they? Oh, and is this a real shipwreck? How did it get here?
I can't expose all the secrets of the swamp. I don't want to spoil your fun.
Is there a secret to this shipwreck?
No.
You just spoiled my fun.
You'll find out there are some secrets worth keeping when you've worked here as long as I have.
Well, how long is that?
Interesting.
I've worked in the swamp almost as long as Mr. Remington. We knew each other for a long time.
Really? So what was his favorite food?
Mr. Remington enjoyed a specialty only I can make. The bog dog. He ate one
Bog
nearly
dog?
every day. A real creature of habit, that one.
It looks like a hot dog.
It's similar, but I'm afraid I have to disappoint you. I'm not serving them today.
Why not?
Yesterday I found this strange green powder in my entire supply.
Guess I'm out of luck today. Well,
And
thanks
that's
for
what
the
made
information.
Mr. Remington
You've been a real
sick.
Wait, take this with you. If you get thirsty, it's the most popular drink in Boggy's Bog. Swamp juice. Try it.
It looks like...
Ah.
It looks... Well, I'll try some. Later on.
You're in luck. That's my last bottle. A lot of swamp juice has been disappearing from my stock.
That's what
recently.
was on the
I
costume.
can only assume I must have been selling them all.
Did something strange happen at the cafe yesterday?
Richard Remington feeling ill after a bog dog. Wait, what? Oh, a bog dog was the reason that Richard Remington fired someone birth.
Richard Remington was the reason that Hopper sold him a bog dog. I think that...
Oh, I don't know. Okay, let me see. The murdered victim. No, I don't think it was a bog dog. Oh, wait a minute.
Richard Remington left the cafe feeling ill after Hopper sold him some swamp juice. Ooh, that's nearly...
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Richard Remington
There we go.
left the cafe feeling ill after Hopper sold him a bog dog. Hopper is basically in charge of all the food and drink here in Boggy's Bog. I'll have to ask him about this.
Yep. So about last
You're going
night.
to ask me about what I was doing last night.
I was going to? Were you going to tell me anything?
I was working here at the cafe in the evening, and I had a couple customers. Eventually they all left and I locked up and went home.
Do you lock away everything at night?
Not everything, just the storeroom over there.
You mean that little door on the side of the ship? Is there anything else to lock?
I leave the chairs, tables, and trash can where they are. Lifting things like that is not a job for an old man.
Don't you
That's
have
true.
anyone to help you?
Mr. Remington liked to keep us down to his skeleton stuff. There simply aren't many people who would choose to work in a place like this.
A skeleton staff? Well, that's convenient for him since...
Don't make that joke. I won't laugh.
Yeah, it's a bit too soon there.
Someone made a costume to look like the creature. They must have known it would get a reaction for sure. But I wonder if they planned things to go this far.
When you're finished theorizing, I was going to show you these sketches I found in the trash can right next to your cafe.
It does seem like someone was designing a costume. A disguise, perhaps.
I don't know.
Try to think why somebody would do such a thing.
I don't know.
What could they achieve with it?
I don't know!
Not yet.
I was told Remington left the cafe looking ill last night. Since you seem to be completely in charge of all the food and drink around here, I'm afraid this is something I can't ignore.
He was an old man. His health wasn't perfect. But I'm not arguing with you. I think it is suspicious. What do you think caused it?
What do I think caused it?
The green powder, obviously.
A bog dog he ate at the cafe gave him food poisoning.
I keep all my food locked in the storeroom when I'm not here. You think he was poisoned?
I think he was poisoned.
Poisoned by me?
The storeroom was broken into with a lockpick.
A lockpick? I've never encountered a problem like this before. But since last night, am I in a position to doubt a claim like that?
Somebody knew that Remington would eat a bog dog. He ate one every day, right?
Do you suppose this explains the missing bottles of swamp juice as well?
Yeah. Why would they need swamp juice?
He's dead, but he always knew what he was getting involved with. I don't know every... I can't help you with that one.
Sorry.
Why don't you show that to someone else? I don't know everything, I'm afraid. I can't help you with that one. Sorry. Why don't you show that to someone else?
Okay. Swamp
It's the
juice?
most popular drink that I sell. In fact, a lot of it has disappeared from my stocks.
Yep, we know.
It
Hot
was
dog.
Mr. Remington's favorite food. That strange green powder isn't supposed to be there.
Yeah, that's definitely the poison.
I don't know everything. I can't help you with that. Why don't you show that? I don't know everything. You have a lot of suspects on that list.
Yep. Well, only 8.
It's here a lot. I think he's been putting less effort into his protests recently, which is a shame. I think it's an admirable cause.
Do you talk to him much?
Not really. Sometimes he likes to talk, just casual conversation. He asks how business is going and what everyone likes to eat, nothing of real importance.
Okay, right now I'm thinking Echo. I'm thinking Echo did it. Cause it would be too obvious with him with the lockpick. And it seems like he really did lose it. Or he could be lying. I'm talking about Folder though. But then Echo just sticks out a bit too much.
I don't know very much about them.
Wait, what did he say about himself?
You have a lot of suspects on that list.
Oh, nothing about himself.
I don't know what to say. I don't know very much about them. He was a friend for many years. If you have any questions about him or his belongings, I may be able to help you.
Okay.
You're prime suspect, am I correct?
Well, technically, but I'm not even sure he's real.
Don't worry about that. Real or not, the creature's the most important part of this mystery.
Which one? The
Oops.
cartoon character or the real creature?
Exactly.
But can you actually answer that question?
You have a lot of suspects on that list.
Swamp Juice, a popular drink sold by the cafe in Boggy's Bod, has the appearance of strange liquid slime. Harper says a lot of Swamp Juice have disappeared from the stock recently. Alright, let's go back to... What's her name again? Lady Weybridge. But yeah, let's try to do her challenge.
Please well, the lights are on. Maybe somebody's home.
Oh, dang it, scan it. Oops. Hello. Boggy
I found these
costume.
designs for a Boggy costume. Do you know anything about them?
You're asking me because you can tell I'm experienced with needlecraft and sew my own clothes?
No, but that's a good reason. Let's go with that.
Well, these designs look like they should have stayed where they were.
In the trash?
On paper.
Oh, how come?
Whoever drew them didn't really know what they were doing.
You would have done it differently?
Of course. I am a seamstress. There was a time when I considered sewing my craft, my livelihood.
Really?
When Richard Remington arrived in the swamp years ago, I offered him some of my handmade fabric as a peace offering. I don't think he cared much for it. Most likely he threw it away. A pointless gift from some strange woman. I'm not even sure who that is.
Man, you're kind of a dick.
You can put that away.
Bog
No,
dog?
thank you.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat it either.
Let's see. First,
Yeah. That's 4 times this episode, dude. We don't need to hear the explanation.
and now we just...
Same answer
Got
every
it.
time.
Now I know what... I'll write it down in my notes. What's going on here? That was definitely the same as the other tests.
So weird. Anyways, challenge time.
I've been looking into the history of this place.
Oh, really? Did you find anything?
Yeah. You.
You must be confused. You found me today, when you barged into my house. Remember?
You were the original founder.
You were already living in the swamp when the explorer came here 60 years ago.
The explorer? That man they talk about in the museum?
The one who originally discovered Boggy. You know who I'm talking about. His sketches and notes are the only real evidence we have for this creature.
You already have his journal. You learned to read, I assume. What else do you need?
There's a page missing from the journal. I think you know where it is.
Why on earth would I know something like that?
Because you were the only person here when the explorer visited the swamp. I have a suspicion that the swamp creature wasn't the only thing he discovered.
You're suggesting he gave me a page from the back of his journal? Or what, that I stole it?
I really have no idea. If I could see it, I might be able to make up my mind.
It doesn't belong in a museum. It belongs here, with me. You understand?
What if I promise I'll return it after I finish clearing up this mess?
Then, I'll show it to you.
Is this you? He drew you into his journal? It's beautiful.
60 years ago, yes. He
Aw.
left the page with me. We agreed the rest of the world would manage without it.
I think there's something on the back. What's this?
The monster only had 2 toes
Footprints.
and a spike in the back. It's like a bird's foot. Missing journal page. The lost page ripped out of the explorer's journal, given to Weybridge by the explorer 60 years ago. 60 years ago, sorry. Features a drawing of Lady Weybridge at 20 years old. I was right, she is 80. Also features drawings of Boggy's feet and footprint. He has 2 toes at the front and 1 in the back. This page proves the footprints found outside the office were not made by the real Boggy. Oh.
He drew me into his journal. I was 20 years old. That's the end of the story.
I bet it's not. Does this explorer have a name?
Yes?
Are you going to tell me?
No.
Oh. Is it a romantic story? I don't know. I hope they clear it up. Seems cute. Alright.
It feels like I've stepped into nighttime. What happened to the sun? It feels like I wouldn't be using this old rope bridge if I had a choice. I've seen the movies, I know what happens.
Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Sorry.
It feels like I've...
Oh, there she is.
Aha! The great detective returns. Did you run out of ideas? Need a little push in the right direction?
No.
I'm getting a new idea. It involves ignoring you.
Like it or not, I'm here to help you.
I get it. You give me a map, then you magically disappear and hide behind a tree for an hour. You want me to be impressed?
Did you talk to all the suspects yet?
I'm working on it. You can't rush these things, you know.
Have you noticed anything unusual?
I notice that this is going to take longer than I originally planned, and I'm getting the feeling that I wasn't wrong about this tourist attraction.
What do you mean?
I had a hard time believing there could be a place like this here in a dark corner of a swamp. It didn't make sense, and it still doesn't.
Some things don't make sense straight away. You need to look a little closer.
At what? The mud? The water? The trees?
Nope. They've been here for years, and they're not to blame. They belong here.
She's gone again. Hiding in a bush, no doubt. I wonder if she'll ever tell me something I can actually understand.
Yeah, whatever. Alright, let's go talk to this bitch.
So, is that the missing page of the journal?
I think so.
It's an important artifact. It belongs in a museum.
Yeah, you're not wearing the right hat to be saying that.
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character.
Yeah, like I said, just Boulder, he's annoying, but I don't think it's him.
I have no interest in something like that. Obviously.
Yeah, because it's flowers, you'd actually have to go outside for that.
You're wasting your precious time. I've never seen... If I cared about that person... Next time, only show me something if it's important.
And she has a missing page, idiot.
I found these designs for a Boggy costume.
Oh, some ridiculous new merchandise for tourists to waste their money on.
No, I believe the murderer was dressed like this last night when they attacked Remington.
If they were trying to scare him out of the swamp, they should have spent more time making an accurate design.
What do you mean?
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character. It simply hasn't been researched properly.
What's wrong with it?
Well, those flippers? Pure guesswork. Nothing but foolish imagination. Nobody knows what Boggy's feet look like. No footprint has ever been recorded.
So tell me, Special Agent Folder, how would you do a better job researching it if nothing has ever been recorded?
Oh, well, that's... You know, I mean, it's all a matter of taking the time to... It's just that... But there's no way anyone would believe... Nothing but foolishness.
Yeah, shut up. Alright, let's get out of here. Ugh, I still find it so nasty putting his feet into the swamp. Ugh.
I found these designs for a costume, a Boggy costume.
Aha, the legendary swamp creature.
Yeah, that's the one.
But these are just a child's drawings, are they not?
You think?
Perhaps. It's difficult to tell.
Ah, the philosophical type.
I'm sorry I have not seen that before. What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder? That's great.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry I have not...
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
What is it? Some evidence? That's the food I...
Before he got ill and rushed back to his office?
That's right.
Oh, there we go.
This is going down in my notebook. It might be important.
That's great. I'm sorry. I really don't have an opinion. My apologies. You should ask someone else. Try showing it to somebody different.
Alright. Now you.
What can you tell me about these designs for a Boggy costume?
Nothing whatsoever.
You're sure you didn't see anything like this while you were filming yesterday? Wait, hold on a minute. What if
Don't you dare ask.
This costume isn't your doing, is it? Made for your movie, I mean?
My friend, there will be no costumed idiots within the viewfinder of my camera. I can assure you that.
What about your Boggy movie? Isn't that gonna be, like, a guy in a costume, or a puppet, or one of those weird robot things?
Technology has been kind to people like me. We no longer have any need for such tomfoolery. I can create a perfectly believable swamp creature within the confines of a computer. Much cheaper, too.
Man, that's gonna look like shit.
You won't be getting very far. If you want to know... I don't really... You won't be getting very far discussing that. If you want an autograph... I don't really have... You won't be getting... If you want an autograph... I don't really have time to... You want me to sign a photograph for you? I'm a busy man, and this doesn't look like it's worth my time. I simply don't have time to help you with this.
God almighty.
The world's premier director.
Of
the king
course.
of wit and whimsy. You met him? You're a lucky man.
Oh, I sure am.
He's been working with me for a number of years. A real expert, of course. You want me to sign a photograph for you? I'm a busy man, and... Ah, yes. The reason we're all here, of course.
Not me.
Isn't he your prime suspect?
Well, officially, yeah, but I mean...
What an amazing creature! No one has seen him for 60 years, and he still manages to get accused of murder. Incredible!
Sure it is.
Now there's a man who could handle himself.
I'm not so sure.
Well, apart from yesterday, that was just a one-off, wasn't it?
Well,
For
he doesn't get any
him,
more
I think so,
chances.
yes.
Sorry, Grimoire. I was trying to say, well, for him, he won't get any more chances.
Ah,
What can you tell me about these designs for a costume? A Boggy
it's
costume.
Boggy. I must admit, I've been a fan of his before I ever came to the swamp.
A fan? So you're interested in cryptozoology?
Oh, no, I meant, well, Boggy has been in all kinds of cartoons and comic strips. He's one of the greatest characters of the last 100 years. I've got some comics in my tent.
Oh, whoa.
You really should see.
But he was only discovered 60 years ago.
Oh, that's true. Well, I rounded up.
But what about his costume? Have you
Is it 100 years?
seen anyone wearing it?
I can honestly say I've never seen anyone wearing anything like that. And I'm a very observant person.
What can you...
Oh, Boggy, he's one of the... I've got some comics in my tent.
Last 100
You really
years,
should
yeah.
be- This is the journal, correct? The one that man left here 60 years ago?
You seem a little unsure of the details. Shouldn't you have read up on all this stuff?
Forgive me. It's hard for me to get the image of Boggy as the lovable cartoon character out of my mind. He's just so iconic. Did you know, in 1973, he...
But you're protesting to protect the real swamp creature. The cartoon character is just some commercial byproduct, right?
Yes, of course.
I don't feel like he's a protester, man. He seems a bit too off.
I'm afraid I have no idea. Show it to somebody else. No thanks, my friend. I'm afraid I have... Show it to... No thanks. I'm afraid...
I'm impressed someone managed to pitch a tent here. And I'm impressed someone would want to. It's a colorful, Boggy-themed padlock. He's staring into my soul. It should open if I set the right number.
What's the number? Let me check my notes. I must have picked something up. Oh, we're 66% done. 69% done. Huh.
Not suspicious. Suspicious!
So,
If I find any 4-number combo, make sure to come back here.
You again. Ready with some cryptic advice, no doubt?
Don't let them take him.
Who? The murderer? That's my job. I gotta make sure that they...
No, the creature. Don't take him away. This place is his home.
Oh, Boggy. Hey, don't worry. I didn't really believe he could be, responsible for this mess.
You didn't?
Well, no. I've always known who the murderer was, and it's not Boggy.
So, he won't get in trouble? He won't have to leave?
Well, he's been out here for what, 60 years, hasn't he? And stayed out of trouble for that long. I have a feeling some detective isn't going to change all that in one day.
Well, in that case, he says, thank you.
And there she goes. Who is that little girl? Finish speaking to a little girl. Okay. Oh, I was reading out the achievement I just got.
I have a theory that the murderer was wearing a costume. A homemade outfit designed to look like the swamp creature.
I've never seen anything so ridiculous. You've never seen me in that.
I know it's not exactly the latest fashion, but...
No, you'd never see me in that. It would cover me up entirely.
That's the point of a disguise?
Look, detective. When you have legs like mine, you don't want to be wearing disguises.
Is that why you always wear those black leggings?
You've only just met me and you're making assumptions about what I always wear.
And making assumptions is the fun part of being a detective.
Well, you're right. I always wear these. Where are you keeping all this stuff? Is that one of your clues? I have no idea. Where are... Is that one of your clues? I have no...
Sorry, I just like going through all the options. It just helps.
I can draw way better than that.
Can you show me?
There's no time. Maybe in the sequel.
She's not wrong.
Where are you keeping all...
Oh my god, that's funny. I think that actually does happen in the sequel.
Is that your new friend? Sweet. I really don't know what to tell you. Is that one of the other suspects? They're more suspicious than me. Let's agree on that.
That's true by technicality. Now, let's check over here. Alright, he's still over here. Now that we talked to everybody and asked him about everything we could, we need to now go back to the office and check out what's in there. Just to see if there's any new clues we can uncover.
Even though I have the key, this might not be as simple as I'd hoped. This door has 2 keyholes.
Huh?
So, which key should I use in each one?
Oh, wait. Is it the blue and green because they're longer? Okay. The red and yellow were a bit shorter than the blue and green ones. Ooh boy, this place is packed.
These animals, they're not... I don't recognize any of them.
I was about to say, that's a werewolf. That looks like a fucking Griffin? Like Gryffindor. But no, a griffin's some kind of bird beast thing.
These animals, Remington's desk is covered in drawings and maps and notes. It's all about Boggy. He was obsessed.
He was trying to hunt Boggy down.
His work. I'm sure he didn't do that on purpose.
So there's a scuffle.
It's a bit of a mess. Perhaps there's something underneath those drawings. Vincent Vanderpeer's business card. There's a couple of numbers scribbled on the back. Vincent Van... It's a note addressed to Richard Remington. The handwriting is immaculate. Richard, our man of the world. A little help is in order. We're worried that the efforts regarding our elusive little friend might be in vain. Send word when you can. The letter is signed FF. And attached is a blurry little picture. It's some kind of metallic insect. The whole thing is a mystery. I have no idea.
Mystery for tomorrow. Read the letters on Remington's death. Wait a fucking minute. Wait. Wait. It is. It fucking is. Okay. That's like one of the main fucking clues of the second game. Wait, FF? Wait. Oh my god, that actually is one of the characters of Tangled Tower. Fuck, I think she was the scientist one. Oh my god. I think. Oh. Holy shit, this is awesome. That's such a good detail. It's foreshadowing. That's such good foreshadowing.
It's a letter Remington was writing.
Sorry, I freaked out. You gotta understand, this game came out like fucking 5 years before the second one. Holy shit, they had this planned out so well.
Before something caused him to spill his ink bottle. My dear fellow, I received your note 2 weeks ago, but have only recently found the time to do the appropriate research on the matter. I feel like my time in this awful swamp might finally come to a close. All due to the simple realization... the rest is obscured.
What a waste. Oh, right, Tangled Tower. No, that was FF. Whatever.
Vincent Vanderpeer.
What's the numbers?
There's a couple of numbers scribbled on the back. It's a letter Remington before my Iris, but there's a map of the swamp lying on the desk. It's been annotated in a few places. There's a map of the swamp. It's
okay.
An old hunting rifle, discarded carelessly near the window. This isn't the kind of thing I can ignore.
Yep, hunting rifle. An old-fashioned hunting rifle found discarded on the floor in Remington's office. I wonder what it was used for.
Something happened here. There are signs of a struggle between the desk and the window. This is the creepiest office I've ever been in. Ever. This is the creepiest... hunting memorabilia. Claws, teeth... It would be an impressive collection if it wasn't so disturbing. Photos and paintings line the wall above the fireplace. But one of the frames is empty. Wait a second. what are these pieces on the floor underneath it? This photo is ripped, but it looks important. If I can piece it together again, maybe it'll reveal a secret.
Yeah, this will be easy. It's literally a puzzle. Corners, top, corner, corner. That goes there, that goes... Oh. There we go. So that goes there. Here. I'm guessing here, here. Here. Finally, here.
This photograph. It's a young Remington. And some other men I don't know. They're all holding rifles. Maybe I can ask Harper about it.
Hunting photograph. First Order of Cryptozoological Hunters. Headquarters 1963. A group photo of a hunting club. A younger Remington stands among friends. They are all holding rifles. It looks like the detective, doesn't it? Remington. Trying to figure out which one is Harper.
This is the creepiest office. I don't know what's in that jar, and I wish it wasn't in there. I'm gonna stop looking at it now.
Alright.
These animals. Something happened here. There are signs. The open window looks over the wooden planks outside. Oh, and on one side, a part of the curtain has been ripped off. Hunting memorabilia.
I think we've looked at everything we could here. I guess
Remington's desk is all about an ink bottle. Yeesh. Perhaps there's some. Vincent.
Okay.
There's a map of the. It's.
I think that's everything I could see. I'm so happy about this reference. That's such a good reference. Alright, though. That pitchfork?
It's a sharp metal poker for a fireplace, hidden in the shadows. Something about those three prongs. I feel like I just stumbled across an incredibly important piece of evidence.
And it's with green goo. And has three prongs like the three holes that step through him. Oh, a fireplace poker hidden in Remington's office. It has three small prongs at the end. There's a small amount of dried blood on the tips of the prongs, covered in a strange liquid slime. The three prongs match up with Remington's wounds. Could this be the murder weapon? I don't think...
Uncovered a secret in here?
Okay, I don't think it killed him. I think it forced him out the window. Broken mirror. What? Belong to a secret society. Let's fuck it. I think this is funny.
The hunting photo
Wait, what?
is historical evidence that Richard Remington belonged to a secret society. I'm getting a strong feeling that Remington might be the bad guy in this story.
Oh yeah, obviously.
If he wasn't already dead,
He's a cryptid hunter.
I'd love to ask him a couple of questions. I should ask around. See if I can gather any information about his motives for being here.
Detective Grimoire, Chapter 3. Richard Remington's Real Reasons. Alliteration. I think I'm done in here. Let's go.
Oh?
What do you
saw
think about
Remington
this?
last night, but had you met him before? Did you know him?
I've never really spoken with him, but we've come into contact a few times. Vincent likes to handle that kind of work, and I like to let him.
What do you think of this place? The tourist attraction, I mean.
I can't say I like the idea of a natural area like this becoming commercialized.
I know! I just can't understand why anyone would even try.
I think Mr. Remington had his reasons. He looked like a man with a couple of secrets.
Like what?
I have no idea. If I knew, they wouldn't be secrets. I'm sorry, I have not seen that before. What is it? Some evidence from last night? That's... I'm sorry, I have...
Alright, that's all new evidence I have for him.
You won't be getting... If you want... I don't...
I suppose you've met with our murder victim, Richard Remington.
Yes, I've been in and out of this place for a while now. Naturally, I've crossed paths with Remington a number of times. Good value, that one. A real raconteur, you know.
You liked him? So far, I'm getting the impression he wasn't the most popular guy around here.
Well, that much is clear, isn't it? The man obviously slipped up somewhere, made an enemy or two, and bam, that's that. You just can't be too careful, can you?
Yeah, I think he did have an enemy or two. Or three. But you liked
Or
him.
4.
I respected him. Good head on his shoulders. Good business sense, that man. He understood how to make things work for him.
Interesting.
Oh?
So what did Mr. Remington think of you? I mean, protesting in the middle of a swamp every day.
It wasn't his swamp. If he ever truly thought it was, then he was even more of a fool than he seemed.
But he didn't like you hanging around, right?
That man was exceptionally skilled at ignoring me, ignoring anything he didn't like.
So, what, he just left you alone?
He expected me to get bored and go home. He figured I'd get sick of this place and he'd have it back to himself.
But he didn't want it to himself, did he? He wanted lots of people to come visit all the time, surely.
I'm sure it says that in the brochure. Yes. I'm afraid I have...
I have a suspicion it may have been the murder weapon.
Really? I thought Remington was attacked by something with claws, wasn't he?
Why are you trying to enforce that
Why
idea?
are you carrying that around with you?
I have a suspicion it may have been the murder weapon.
Really? I thought Remington was attacked by something with claws, wasn't he?
What?
You're not a bad detective.
Well, I found the photo in Remington's office. It was ripped up, though. I think he was some kind
He
of...
was a lot of things. Don't lose that picture. And show it to Mr. Harper before you leave.
Okay. I don't know if he actually killed him or not.
I'm impressed
Man.
someone managed to pitch a tent, and
What's the code? What, is it like 19... Yeah, I didn't think
it's
so.
a colorful, boggy piece.
I was trying to guess like when it was this Boggy was discovered. I don't know.
What?
So what can you tell me about your relationship with Richard Remington?
I didn't have one. I think I spoke to him twice, ever. He usually seemed really busy, but more like preoccupied.
Preoccupied? Like he was thinking about something else? Something that wasn't this tourist attraction?
Who can say? What do old men think about?
What? Are you implying that I know the answer to that?
Where are you keeping all? Is that one of your clues? It's nice. You can put it away now. I have no idea what that is.
One of Sally's belongings.
They're mine, but I left them here last night. Now they're covered in slime and...
What do you mean one of Sally's belongings? One of Sally's belongings? I know what he means, like, her leggings. Whatever.
You said you knew Remington?
He and I knew each other for a long time. I came to work at his tourist attraction in the early days, when he needed help.
Well, what kept you here?
I know most people wouldn't want to work in a place like this. I actually like it here, so I was happy to oblige.
You might like it, but I still don't see why anyone would build a tourist attraction here.
Mr. Remington has his reasons. He probably had several. I don't presume to know what they all were. Even though we were friends, he had some secrets, some hobbies, that I was happy to let him keep secret.
Secrets? Hobbies?
I don't like the sound of that.
A secret hobby?
He was a man with a dream, I can tell you that much.
Like being part of a hunting association.
One of Mr. Remington's secrets. I never wanted to know the details, but these men travel the world, seeking mysterious animals to hunt. They consider myths and legends to be the ultimate prey.
So basically, he was hunting down Boggy the whole
Why
time.
don't you show that to someone else?
Yeah.
That's Mr. Remington's old hunting rifle. He usually keeps it around. For whatever reason, he was very fond of that thing. Looks like it was fired recently. It's Mr. Remington's fireplace poker. This slime on the handle. It's familiar for some reason.
Like part of your drink? Did I ask you about everyone? Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how to unlock Sally's channel. Like, I think it's just making Grimoire realize, oh, her leggings are part of the costume.
You've been here so long, you must have crossed paths with Remington a few times. What did you think of him?
That man was a threat to the swamp. We'll be better off without him. Hopefully the curtain will fall on his little tourist attraction as well.
Better off? With a killer on the loose now?
There have been murderers loose in the swamp before.
What are you talking about?
In my time here, I've seen the swamp invaded by men. By hunters. Several times. They're relentless.
What were they hunting?
Isn't
Wait,
it obvious?
What about Boggy? Is that why no one has seen him in 60 years?
They always fell short of their ultimate goal. That just meant they came back again and again, doing more harm each time.
But this area is protected by law, right?
It is now, but some men have no respect for laws, of any kind. They tried to get me to leave my home. I stood my ground.
Obviously. But this whole area is a tourist attraction now. I doubt Remington would have allowed anyone to march into Boggy's bog with a gun and start hunting down its main attraction.
Unless he was part of it. Don't you think,
I
Grimoire?
recognize some of those men. Unfortunately, they've hunted in the swamp before.
Before it became a protected area?
Before that, yes, and one of them after that.
And she means Remington.
If you bring me something with liquid on it, I'm...
Yeah, here's something with liquid on
Let's
it.
see. First, and... And now...
Perfect.
Got it! Now I'll write it down in my notes. The swamp slime. It's all the same. It's the exact same liquid again. There's something about that green slime. The fireplace poker found at the crime scene and the black leggings are covered in the same swamp slime. Sally's leggings. They link her with the crime scene. I'll have to ask her about it.
Yep. Before that, though, I want to talk to Folder one more time just to see if he has anything else to add.
You're wasting your... I've never seen... So, you found it. I wonder who else knows about it.
So he knows, okay. Well, he's not stupid, he's just annoying.
What can you tell me about your relationship with Richard Remington?
We didn't really have one, and now we definitely don't have one. But look, all I can say is that he was a coward who enjoyed watering down history for his own benefit.
What does that mean?
It means there are some chapters of this swamp's history that he never wanted anyone to know about.
Did he like you sniffing around this museum all the time?
I don't think he knew, to be honest. And even if he did, there's nothing he could have done about it. He has no right to this building. He knows that. We both know that.
Why not? It was part of his tourist attraction, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. Exactly. Right here, look.
Apparently the museum was founded by the explorer many years ago, in a different location. It's only recently been moved here to be part of the tourist attraction. That might explain why it looks so out of place.
Yeah. I looked at that poster last episode. Folder's right. That's why I'm making sure. Yeah, I talked to you about everyone else. Alright, now the only person we need to talk to is Sally. Also, I checked, yeah, so Echo's challenge will not reveal any important information, no matter what answer you pick, which is kind of annoying.
It's a humble gift shop wagon. Let's take a look.
Are you fucking kidding me? I never looked at the gift shop?
What on earth? This thing doesn't seem to belong here at all. It's some kind of roughly made costume head, I think. There's a strange piece of red fabric stuffed inside.
It's his curtain, the cut
Two
curtain.
pairs for the price of one, I guess. A Boggy's bug mug. Maybe I'll get one and surprise Officer James for Christmas.
The dancing
Boggy
flower pot.
dolls, Boggy toys, Boggy postcards. Yeah, this stuff isn't half bad. It's a map of the swamp. Mine seems a little older than this one, though. It's a framed drawing of Boggy. What a shame, it's not even signed. It's a photo of the swamp entrance. Or it could be a painting. There's really no way to tell, you know? Boggy dolls, Boggy toys, Boggy postcards. Well, I wouldn't wear it. Maybe to sleep in, you know, not outside.
Yeah, that's... It happens with certain
Boggy doll.
pieces of clothing.
It's a frame. What a shame.
So fuck me. We gotta go back around and ask people about this. Alright, the headpiece. Headpiece from a homemade Boggy costume found hidden amongst the Boggy hats in the gift shop. Has an unusual lining with a red swirly pattern. The red lining was a piece ripped from some curtains. Folder says the design is in between a real creature and a cartoon character.
Hey,
So, two things.
that is not something from my gift shop. I've never seen it before.
And a current piece.
Is that one of your clues? It's...
Yeah. Alright, we'll run back around in a second, but first...
The black leggings you found in your bag this morning. They're covered in the same slime that was on the murder weapon.
Everything in this swamp is covered in slime. What's your angle, Grimoire?
This exact slime hasn't been found anywhere else. And let's... The black black leggings you...
So there are no consequences in effing up the challenge. I guess you gotta do it all over again. Oh. I thought everywhere. Damn it. I thought that said everywhere, not anywhere.
I have proof.
Oh, wait. Fuck. I meant to click.
What's your aim?
I meant to click. Not you were wearing. They were part of the murderer's
Your
costume.
black leggings were part of the murderer's costume.
That's why I meant to click. Fuck.
Costume? Is that why someone took them out of my bag last night?
Well, you know, I don't have proof someone else took them.
If I had been wearing them when I committed a crime, do you think I would hand them over to a detective the second he shows up? Besides, look at them. What do you notice?
They're loose and
They're
stretched.
loose and stretched.
That's right, someone else. Someone larger than me has worn these. They're stretched out, especially at the waist. It's pretty obvious.
So,
Yeah,
let's see.
I thought so.
Somebody stole them to use in their Boggy costume, and then put them back in your bag when they were done?
If you say so. It's not my job to know all the details. It's my job to sell souvenirs. Do you want a souvenir?
Oh,
Hell no.
Yes, but only if you choose one for me.
You look like you could use something to wind up. You can take this one.
Cute. Wind-up toy. A small plastic toy sold at the gift shop has a cartoony appearance of Boggy. Boggy's feet are hidden in a bucket of water.
I always thought it was weird that his feet are in that little bucket all the time.
It's just part of the character, I guess. I'm surprised they don't sell some sort of Boggy foot soaker.
And that would be the one product I'd consider buying.
Really? Huh. There's 2 pieces of evidence I'm still missing, but oh well. Alright, looks like I'm done here with her.
I think it's time I went to talk to Officer James.
Detective Grimoire, Chapter 4, The Beginning of the End. We're just running through this game, man. We're great. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna make one last lap around really quickly. Just talking to everyone. Just
I can't help you.
Just showing them all
It's
the
the same
piece of
fabric from
evidence.
Mr. Remington's curtains.
I know.
Why don't you show them?
Here's the annoying thing. I don't know what I'm missing. Wait, is that flashing? Yeah. Ah, okay, it shows you if you're missing something. Okay. So we'll do it one at a time. So treehouse. The treehouse. Okay, we got everything to break, but we need to look around the treehouse a bit more. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can finish everything in this episode.
If you bring me... You can put that...
The
No,
current
thank
piece?
you.
But I thought it was the one you made. Oh, never mind then. I guess he's not sentimental. Whatever.
The owner of this house seems to enjoy reading, though I'm not sure. The tree comes... It even... Okay, even I'll admit.
What?
The tree comes straight through the middle of the house. It even has little drawers carved into it.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay, even I'll admit, that's pretty cool. The tree comes straight through... Okay, even I'll... I'm indoors.
So what am I missing?
Check out that sunlight. I'm indoors. I'm indoors. The tree comes... Okay, even I'll... There's a book on the table. I think it's a book about flowers. How fascinating. I must take some time to read it.
Alright. Next. So we got treehouse. We're going to treehouse. Brig. The woods. Museum. We're missing quite a bit, actually. Alright, let's run back to the gift shop. So the cafe, we go on the cafe? Okay. What about the crossroads? Okay. We'll go do the gift shop and crossroads real quick, and then we'll head back to the woods. Or, nah, we'll just do it at the end. We'll just keep going. But first... So on the brig, I'm missing... No, I'm not missing. We'll do these two at the end of the circle. So the woods. We're missing something at the woods. And at the museum. We got the Paston Museum. Okay. So these, we'll do the woods. We're good on the pass. So woods and museum next. Got it. I really want 100% this, y'all. We're so close. I gotta. But the woods.
The water's clear here. I can see my reflection in it. Not bad.
There's a clue. Okay, cool. Continue. And then go inside the museum. Let's see.
Books about Boggy and other mysterious... I'll read them some other time. This is a really crap... Things in jars. Ooh. I don't like things in jars. Unless the thing is marmalade. Let's see here. This journal belonged to the explorer who first discovered Boggy in this swamp 60 years ago.
Alright. We need one more clue in the museum. Damn it, what is it though? New gift shop. We gotta do protest. Fuck! Wait a minute. How do we get the code for the protest? Shit. Okay. We'll do it one at a time. Hold on. Do we need to find one more museum? What about the clearing? We're good on the clearing. We're good on outside the office. What about the actual office? We got everything in the office. Perfect. We need to get one more in the protest. One at the crossroads. One at the gift shop. Good on the entrance. And we're good at the swamp dock. No clues at the swamp docks. Okay. We need to do gift shop, crossroads, and protest, right? Okay. Overall, I was really good. I just missed like a few things. Perfect. Okay. Now let's see. Wait, what is Grimoire saying? There are some magnificent beards around here. I feel a little outmatched. Okay. This one?
It's a poster from the old... Boggy playing the piano. He's having a grand old time. Boggy playing... He's at... Boggy playing... He's at... Swamp Studios. Providing the best in swamp-based animated entertainment.
Of course.
Copyright MCM XXXIV. That would be 1930, 1934?
Is that the fucking code? Did I just find a code? Okay, I'll try that. 1930. So I was not off. Oh, and of course that would be the code, because he loves the cartoon character.
Some educational... Did you know... There's a little door... It's only recently... That might explain... These are skulls? Oh, they're just models. Creepy models. Apparently...
Trying to figure out what am I missing. Here?
Some educational... Did you know...
What am I missing?
This is a real... Not worth it. Let's see here.
Okay, I'm thinking, y'all. I'm thinking. What am I missing?
Some education... Did you know... This is a really... Not... There's a little door in the wall here.
I think it leads outside. Locked though. Okay.
Apparently... some educational... Did you...
No, I don't want to talk to you. I was curious what you're reading, bastard.
Models of Boggy's claws. Something.
We already did that. Oh, wait a minute.
Models. Something.
Okay, no. We can't actually scan anything on there. Fuck.
Books about Boggy and other. I'll read them.
Norwegian Maritime. Okay.
This is a really cramped museum.
I'm trying to figure it out. Okay. Is it something behind the door? Can't be.
There's a little door. There's a little door in the. This is a real not worth it. This is a real. Some educational. Did you?
I don't know. Wait. Yeah, I'm still. What am I missing? This is actually kind of annoying. Okay, let me try that. Let me try this poster again up here.
It's supposed. It says.
There we go.
Another story from Boggy's Bog. But actually, I think this is from the very first episode.
1934. Got it. So now, run out of here. Actually, no. I need to talk to these guys first.
I don't
Here you
You
go.
won't be. If you want.
And then talk to you.
I'm sorry. What is it?
Talk to you about everyone.
This area's.
Okay, what am I missing? I'm at 99% here. Ow. I think it's for Echo. I need to find one more fact about Echo, I think. And then I'm done with him. For clues, I still need to figure out this. Other than that, yeah, I've got information on everything else because I think Echoes has something to say about this, probably. Note suspects. Almost all the notes, just a few more to go.
Looks like this pen. Looks like this pen. Looks like this. A rather prominent tree. It's.
Shit, didn't mean to click that.
Looks like this pen. Looks like this pen.
Stop saying that. Well, we'll do this first. So, I was almost there. So it is 1934.
It's a journal. I guess it belongs to Echo. Bad news. Remington is dead. I don't know what to do. Was my whole protest in vain? They'll shut this place down, sure, but I'll never know if I got through to it. That's all he's written.
Intruder alert. Get inside the tent. Wait, was that the last clue? Or note? Was that the last note at the protest? Echo's diary. Yeah, it was. Now just to talk to the man himself.
Ah. No thanks, my friend. I'm afraid I have... Show it.
I mean, there's still a bit more of the game to go. It's still weird.
He seems like a good person. He even sympathizes with my cause.
He agrees with your protest? But he works here, right? And he was friends with Remington.
I think that was the only reason he worked here. Maybe he'll see the light now and leave the swamp behind him. Maybe everyone will. You're wasting your time with... Ah, yeah.
You know, man.
We get on rather well. and we shared a number of views on the way things will run around here.
A good man, he says. And with that, 100%. I guess need to finish up clues. What could... I'm sure I asked everyone about the toy. Notes. So yeah, I need to do gift shop and crossroad, and that's it. Okay. Let's see.
Apparently, there's a music. I'm not hungry though. This place is. Note to self. Those trees are more dense. There's a hollow part of the tree. It's the base of a gigantic tree. Was this entire place built around it?
Around this tree, maybe. How much do you want to bet the eyes in there were just, what was the name again? Boggy the whole time. That'll be funny. You're literally watching us the whole game.
There aren't many clues over here. Unless those... But I don't think so. There aren't many clues, but... I'm not going to worry about... It's a humble gift shop wagon. There aren't many clues over here, but There aren't many clues, but... I'm not going to worry... There aren't many clues over here, but I don't...
What?
It's a humble... Funky dolls... Brightly... Is there something behind them? Brightly colored Boggy baseball caps.
Oh, I just got the achievement, Boggy's fan club. Examine all Boggy merchandise.
Is there?
And with that... Oh, Boggy hat. A child's hat sold at the gift shop, designed to look a little bit like Boggy. You know what that means? One more lap, let's go!
These hats look pretty stupid. Luckily, kids seem to like stupid stuff.
You sell a lot of them?
Yeah, they're pretty popular.
Nice. You guys got one more piece to find. The feet. And the chest, I guess. Alright, one more lap, let's go. We can also check.
You don't know everything.
Actually, let me make sure I talk to Sally about everything. I like wait a minute. It's not 100%. I need 4 more percentages. This one makes even the old fairground look like a fun day out. Almost there. I gotta admit, there is a lot of information to take in with this game, but it's still pretty short. We're almost done already. It's only been 3 episodes.
You can put.
Honestly, I kind of like how short it is, but at the same time, it's a bit sad. But it's also a really simple mystery, honestly. Well, at first it seemed like a simple mystery, but then it just kept evolving from there, and that's the cool part I really like about these games.
So, this is just a piece of junk they sell to tourists. It has no resemblance to the real creature.
I didn't present toy to him.
A good example of how Boggy's feet are never shown in any form. They often use that little red bucket to hide them. I've never seen that before. I have no interest in something like...
I just want to make sure. Hey dude, this is you.
This person is of no interest to me whatsoever.
Wait, is that...
If I cared about that person, I would know everything I need to know already.
Instead of finding it so funny, he just treats himself like shit. Alright. Now, though... Look at this.
You won't be getting very...
great.
I like that you can basically just do a whole circle around and easily just talk to everyone. It's very nice. Good game design.
Thanks, my friend.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, no question marks. We literally just need to find one more piece of evidence, and that's it. We are about to 100% this whole thing. Just gotta find one more piece of Boggy somewhere, but for now, we need to talk to this guy.
You finally returned. Well, did you find the swamp creature? Where is he?
I didn't find him.
What? You're not getting paid to wander about aimlessly, Grimoire. Get back out there. You... You're not...
So it's...
I don't need
to. Detective Grimoire, final chapter, Boggy's criminal record. Wait. Okay. I'm gonna turn on sparkly hint icon. Yes? Is that I really need to actually talk to him, or? Nah, this is lame, no. So where's the last piece of evidence? So wait. Wait, so where could the last piece of evidence be? What? Oh, it doesn't take notes on... Well, that's lame. Where's the last piece of Boggy? Okay, what's missing? Missing the chest and the feet. What if it's... What if the feet are in a body of water? That'd be too obvious, though. I don't know. Fuck. I feel like if I go now, the game's gonna finish and I'm not gonna 100% it, but I really want to 100% it. Damn it, I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna check something real quick. I'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So I checked. Yeah, I did miss the final piece of the Boggy costume. You wanna know where it's at? Check here.
The strange footprints stop right by these reeds. Maybe I should take a closer look.
Yeah, we should.
Maybe I can move some of them out of the way.
So yeah, the flippers are here.
A strange pair of green flippers, badly hidden in the reeds outside the office.
So, I know it's obvious now because look at the footprints. They stop here, they don't go back. That should have been obvious, but I completely missed it. And I'm kind of sad and annoyed I did.
What is it? What? If you...
But yeah, so we're gonna check with everyone one more time just to get the last bits of evidence. I'm guessing it's gonna be Folder has something to say about it.
Nobody can know what Boggy's feet look like. It's his greatest secret.
I just got the slickest of sleuths achievement. Complete the game 100%. What should we check? My notes. We did it, y'all! Grimoire's case file is 100% the slickest of the sleuths. Challenge is 7 out of 7. There's some magnificent beard here. I feel like I'm the outmatch. Is that what he says? I need a sidekick. Shit. The swamp makes even the old fairground look like a fun day out. The guy at the museum seemed kind of grumpy. When you go? I'm reading this right here. That's interesting. That little girl will better explain herself eventually. Is she even real? Next time, I'm stapling that stupid hat to my head. I wonder how Mandy and the others are doing. I'll never be able to properly enjoy a swamp ever again. I wonder what the girl working at the gift shop does the rest of the year. Maybe I should try a blue suit next time. That'd be a real turnabout for sure. Why is Officer James my boss and I'm a detective and he's a policeman? Oh, like Sherlock Holmes. What kind of tourist attraction is this? I don't even have to pay to get in. I hope my next case is somewhere with indoor plumbing. Well, it is, luckily. That guy in the museum seemed kind of grumpy when ego. Feels like I've been trying to solve this mystery for years. Well, I guess solved it. I know guys with hats much taller than mine and they never blow away. I think I read all the messages. Okay, cool. But yeah, 100% on everything, y'all. I'm so happy. We're still gonna talk to everyone real quick, just for me to brag that yeah, I talked to everyone about every little thing, making sure I got all the details for everything. Is it wet? No.
If you bring me...
I can't believe it though. The game's done. We just gotta finish off basically the conclusions in these games. Are you basically putting all the clues together and figuring out who actually done it?
Sorry.
Right now, I don't think Echo anymore because his diary said, "Fuck, he's dead." Did my message even reach him?
Where are you keeping all this stuff? In your pockets?
So maybe... I don't know. I need to think about it. But it's obvious...
No thanks, my...
It's obvious that... Remington was the one to shoot the gun. It's obvious that much. It's that obvious, but... And then whoever tried to attack him grabbed the pitchfork. But then what happened after that? Alright, let's do this, y'all.
Why
Finishing
not?
this
I
episode.
thought he was our prime suspect.
Well, not anymore.
Didn't you find photographic evidence of Boggy from last night? Let me see that photo.
The photo...
If that's not Boggy, what is it?
It's a costume, sir.
I found designs for the costume in a trash can. Not only that, I collected all the pieces of the costume myself. Well, nearly all of them. There's still the one that...
But the footprints at the scene of the crime! How can you prove these don't belong to a real creature?
Because... Look at that.
How can you prove these don't...
Wait, where was it? Oh, here, the missing
This?
page.
I thought there were no records of a footprint anywhere.
No public records. The footprints at the crime scene don't match the ones on this page. They were just a product of these slippers. A part of the costume.
But Grimoire, this costume, it doesn't have claws of any kind. How do you explain the 3 wounds on the victim's chest?
Oh, easy. Pitchfork.
The prongs match up
Or
with
poker.
the wounds perfectly. The handle's even covered in slime, see?
Ah, but this swamp slime was one of the reasons Boggy became a suspect in the first place. Surely this only incriminates the creature further.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But that slime, it's not exactly what you think.
Yeah, in fact, it's soda.
This stuff has an uncanny resemblance to the so-called swamp slime. A bunch of it was stolen from the storeroom of the cafe, which reminds me.
What is that exactly?
A poisoned hot dog. It's the second reason that the murderer broke into the storeroom. He put this green powder on the entire supply, just to make sure.
To make sure of what?
Got ill, returned to office. Yeah.
To make sure Remington got ill and had to return to his office.
Remington went back to his office? Alone?
Detective Grimoire, the final chapter. The murderer. Or the murder.
I've been looking through your evidence, Grimoire. One piece in particular seems critical to me. I think we need to work
The
out.
video footage? Vincent Vanderpeer filmed it last night, at the exact moment of the murder, I believe.
Well, exactly. I think we can both agree these sounds in the background. They're essential in our mystery. Could you talk me through them? Just rearrange the descriptions on the left to match the sounds on the
No,
right.
I literally did this by myself in the first
Drag
episode.
them around and keep swapping until you're happy with the order. And if you want to hear the sounds again, you can tap on.
No problem. I can always check my case file if I want to go over my notes.
Yep. Culprit opens Remington's door. Yeah. Oh wait, no, falls backwards. Here. Culprit. That's here. Boggy appears a second.
I think that's it.
Oh, nice.
Ah, excellent. There's just two small details bothering me. First of all, if Remington ripped off a piece of his curtains, why wasn't it found at the crime scene? What happened to it?
Oh. Simple. The headpiece.
Turns out the murderer took that piece of fabric and concealed it inside the head of the costume. Then he fled the crime scene to hide all the parts in different areas of the swamp.
Ah, well, that's my problem. If Remington fired his rifle, how did the assailant survive and manage to escape? Did Remington miss his target?
At point blank? A man of his experience? I don't think so. In fact, the answer to that question is the very last link in our chain. The one thing that has eluded me so far. I'll drag the clue items from the left onto my drawing here, and we'll see what happens when we compare the pieces I collected with the original design I found.
Oh, he shot him in the chest.
Wait, you never found the body piece, the torso.
Yep.
You're right, and I never would have found it. Not lying around. Not like the others.
But what does this have to do with the murderer surviving the rifle shot?
This torso is probably made up of some thick material, something covering the culprit's entire upper body. I believe it may have even been enough to
soften the impact from a bullet. Aha!
Exactly.
Well, let's put your theory to the test. Where is that last piece of the costume?
Oh. Hold on, I don't... So it was Echo.
How? We looked everywhere. Not a single clue.
Simple. He's still wearing it.
So it was Echo.
I don't know what you want with me. Sounds like you two were smart enough to uncover the real criminal in this swamp, and lucky enough to have somebody else deal with him for you. You worked it out. He had his rifle on him. He got half a glance at me and pulled the trigger without hesitation.
But why would he do that? You were dressed as Boggy. He shouldn't be pointing his gun at a unique scientific specimen.
Exactly.
Not to mention his main attraction.
You're right. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, does it? Not unless you're in on the secret.
Richard Remington. The hunting photo leads me to believe that Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy.
The hunting photo leads me to believe Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy.
Detective Grimoire, the final chapter, The Hunter and the Hunted.
A secret society, an order of hunters, seeking out mysterious and elusive creatures.
The order goes further than this one man, and much further than this one swamp.
The whole thing is kind of distressing. I knew something was wrong as soon as I stepped into that office.
I'm glad you've finally come around. It's not just
But what about Remington?
He was a member of this order?
He made Boggy his own personal project, his own obsession. For years he hunted the creature, the potential perfect addition to his collection.
But he owned the tourist attraction. He set it up himself, didn't he?
He did. It was just his way of forming a legal loophole. Since the area became protected, he and his friends were unable to come here for hunting anymore. Boggy's Bog was just a front for his own little game. A man pursuing a creature.
A creature that might not even exist.
And that's why Remington kept a rifle nearby at all times?
Well, exactly. He didn't want to take any chances.
Now, don't you see? I did this place a service. Did Boggy a service. That creature, he can live in peace again.
Can he? You tried to frame him for murder. You wanted everyone to think he was some kind of ruthless predator?
Well, think about it. Once he became suspected of murder, they'd have no choice but to shut this whole place down. Everyone would finally realize they had no business here.
Yeah, until some dumb supernatural show tried to go after him, idiot.
How can you know what Boggy wanted? He might not be what you're...
Detective.
It's
finished. Oh, don't be angry. You should be glad. It's finally time to leave the swamp. You have another job to do.
I don't know.
Not that it makes any difference to somebody like you, but I never intended to kill him. Just to scare him. Convince him Boggy wasn't going to let him live here in peace any longer. But, true to form, he had his rifle on him. You worked out the rest yourself.
It makes a difference.
Well, Mr. Everstone, I'm afraid you'll still have to come with us. Fortunately, there's a police station just a few miles down.
Hey, wait!
Oh, I called it.
Looks like you solved more than one mystery tonight.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Detective Grimoire and the Secret of the Swamp. Man, that was a good game. Sorry, I'm just stretching. Oh, God. I think I prefer the sequel better, but this by no means is a bad game. This was good. This was really fucking good. Immediately, Echo was always on my radar. That's why his diary said, "This is bad. He's
Grimoire.
dead."
Well, what did they decide to do?
We had Mr. Everstone questioned. He was happy to tell us everything he knew. A number of rumors going around the department have been confirmed.
And Remington's office?
Searched down to the last detail. And well, we agree with you, but I know what you're thinking. I'd love to put an end to it, just the same as you. But there's always...
Are we going after them?
We better be.
And that's it. Wow, God, this is such a great series from SFB Games. Same people who did Crow Country again, which shocks me. And also, have you ever heard the game Snipper Clips? I'll show it on stream real quick. This game was sort of a Switch launch title back in 2017. And it's made by these people as well. I'm shocked, honestly. It's crazy how much variety of content they make. Man. I'm super excited to jump into the second game as well. I will do that soon, but I want to take a bit of a break since these are a bit slower. Probably do like another small game and then start on the next one. So we'll see about that. We'll see. That's a lot of planning down the line. But yeah, this was a great game in my opinion. I just want to sit here and talk about it real quick. Because sorry I was basically goofing around for half the episode. I really want to 100% it. Because it's fucking great. It's a great game. Let me see the achievements. There we go. What? Also, I didn't do this one. Draw a cute ghost in your notebook. I think the game glitched out a bit for that one. But yeah, wait. Oh, I forgot to mention at the end. We got the nice hat achievement for completing the game, but... Wait a minute. Due diligence. Oh, by the way... That order business they were talking about, or the order... This, whatever. That organization they were talking about at the end. That does come up at the end of the second game. But like briefly. I completely forgot about it. Hold on, whatever. But let me talk a bit more about this game. I really liked it. I always like the characters. I prefer the second game's characters because it's more of a connected character base. Like you saw, most of the time the characters had nothing to say about each other, and it's kind of lame. And the second game definitely remedied that. But the little interaction they did have with each other, they're so fun. They're so expressive. I love the animation, and God, that it goes up to another level in the sequel. They stylized it so fucking well. Man, but that's for another video. Other than that, let's talk about this game in particular. Very short. I completed this in a bit under 3 hours. Some people can do it under 2. That was mostly because I kept going around asking people for stuff. So this is a very short game, and it's super cheap as well on Steam, so please play. It's so good. Well, after you forget about the plot, after you watch this. Man. Because it's simple enough so that people can catch on quickly, but enough turns to make you question who actually did it. But in the end, it's still a simple mystery that the second game makes it a bit harder. And the puzzle, fuck me, man. Look, it was the first in technical first in the series, but like, oh my god, the puzzles were so easy, dude. Like, I was like that doorknob one in front of the museum. I literally did that mindlessly and I got it right in under 30 seconds. The gears one, that was way too simple. But, hey, again, the second game remedied that. Okay, I'm gonna stop comparing to the second game. What did this game do really well? Like I said, the character was great. Dialogue was great. Oh. Fuck, what was it? And Grimoire. Grimoire's fucking the same. He's the same goofy character. I love him. And just, another thing I really like to see about this game is just, he's his own character, you know what I mean? A lot of other point-and-click adventure games, sometimes they have like a bit lame characters or blank slates kind of character. Grimoire's a fucking idiot. That's also a great detective with great deductive reasoning. I really like that. And just the interaction he has with everyone. He wants to do his job. He wants to do his job, but he's still having fun doing it. And just, man, it's a good game. It's a good game. It's very enjoyable. It's a perfect, like, quick, do it in one afternoon kind of game. It's really fun. Alright. And actually, while I was talking, I was looking how to do... I'll be right back. Well, okay, basically, I want to do the due diligence real quick, so I'll make a cut here. Can I reload? I can. Okay. I'm gonna reload real quick and see if I can do the last achievement, because I really want to do it in the last episode. So I'll see y'all in a minute. Welcome back. Okay. So this is actually a really easy achievement. You gotta go to suspect. And for anybody Basically, everybody except Echo. Click
No,
on their...
not suspicious. Not
Click on what they say.
suspicious.
And basically change it to say suspicious or not suspicious. For Echo, mark everything he says as suspicious. And for everyone else, mark them as not suspicious.
Not suspicious. Not suspicious.
Oh?
What?
Oh?
I just got it. Due diligence. Full suspicion on the culprit, none of the other parties. Alright. And now we saw in the first episode, if we click settings, autosave is on. So if we click, or actually we can just view achievements here. There we go. Due diligence. Full suspicion on the culprit. None on anyone else. Boggy's fan club. Examine all the Boggy merchandise. Knight's hat. Complete the game. Intruder alert. Get inside the tent. If you're just looking at the achievements right now, just know the code is 1934. You can find the code in the museum on the cartoon poster, and which shows that if on the bottom left right corner, Grimoire says it came out in 1934 because, well, it did. That was the first episode, and we know that Echo is a huge Boggy cartoon fan, and that's why the code is that. Who's the little girl? Finish speaking with the little girl. You'll find her out front at the start of the game, by the woods to the left of the treehouse, and finally in front of the crossroads. So just speak to her 3 times. Slickest of sleuths. Complete the game 100%. That means getting all the information about all the suspects, getting all the information out of each location, and finding all the pieces of evidence and asking everyone. You don't need to ask everyone about every little piece of evidence, you just need to get the important pieces from specific people. Let's get started. Examine the crime scene, so start the game, basically. Mystery for tomorrow. Read the letter on Remington's desk, a reference to the sequel of this game, Tangle Tower. And finally, haunt the swamp. Draw a cute ghost in your notebook. Like I said, I did not get that, so we're gonna end the episode by doing that. With that, ladies and gentlemen, that was Grimoire and the Secret of the Swamp. This has been a very fun and amazing game, and I'm happy I did it with y'all. Let me just click through.
Well,
just to put the ghost here. And there we go.
You've been...
Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, and whatever LP I do, I hope to see you all here then. Bye.